mọ̀ ṣàkó tí mọ̀ ògùn làyà wáyé náà ọmọ adéyẹmọ ìgbòho ìsàmpolo ti ní pẹ̀tùpẹ̀tù tiẹ̀ sí ọ̀gbárùgbọ̀ darúgbó onúgbò lọ rè jó ògùn làyà ọ̀sẹ̀ pààyàn rí kani ama ń de baba rẹ lọ òrùkàtàrí gbàgbà kani ama ń de baba rẹ lọ alárúgbó parúmọ Sunday ọmọ adéyẹmọ ní oṣù olùgbò ní gbangba Sunday ọmọ adéyẹmọ wọ́n ti dìbò góòdù wọ́n ti wà lókè ẹ̀ nẹ́bà ní ọjà kọ́kọ́ máa kú ni máa gbọ́ o tó orí má bẹ̀rù ọ̀tẹ̀ mọ́ orí ní gbogbo fùlùfùlù labalábá tí wọ́n ń dìbò lẹ́kùn Sunday ọmọ adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ta orí bí wọ́n ti ń wọṣọ àkísà máa gbọ́ o yẹ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà bá lóye akọ́dà ayé ọgbọ́ ọmọ adéyẹmọ ní ẹja fọwọ́tì yìí débi tó lápẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹja fọ tẹ́lẹ̀ èmi tún ẹrù òdùnrín kò lè gbé wa lónìí kankan pa akọ́dà ayé ọgbọ́ ẹja pàápọ̀ ká bí ẹni tó wọ́ pàtó lárugẹ ni ẹ máa gbọ́ oní bọ́ yẹn ṣe wọ́n lọ fẹ́ràn oní ní igi igbó sórí pọ̀ wọ́n dìgbẹ́ rí ni àwọn àgbàlagbà wọ́n ní bí orí bá dúró tọrùn inú déyìn ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ gan ni Sunday ọmọ adéyẹmọ yé máa bá ọjọ́ òní ọjọ́ burúkú tó lápẹ̀rẹ̀ ni ṣùgbọ́n o àwọn tí wọ́n ṣerú kú ẹ̀ wọn ò lè mú jẹ́ ẹ̀ má ṣe pé ṣùgbọ́n nu rẹ̀ gbogbo ń tọ́ ọba tí ń padà bọ̀ ìmọ́lẹ̀ thank you àrò ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ gbogbo ń tọ́ ọba tí ń jẹ́ àrò ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ àwọn tó mú kọ́jọ́ òní wáyé má ṣe pé o ṣùgbọ́n má jẹnu rẹ̀ ó gbófo gbogbo ń tọ́ ọba pátápátá àrò ní ọmọ àrọ̀ mọ́ ohun bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n máa fèyí ṣe lọ́lé wa kì í ṣe é mọ̀ wọ́n lè bí lẹ́rìí wípé ìtàlọ́pọ̀ ni ìwòtọ́ lápẹ̀rẹ̀ lágbájá ni tàmẹ̀dọ́ ni ìmọ̀lẹ́ akéwìrì ọmọ wọn ló gbọmọ̀ sọ àjílété mo bólúwa mi dúpẹ́ mo bẹ̀rù àfà.
Koikimedia, we're bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Koikimedia. Koikimedia, Koikimedia, we bring it the world closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia, 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 we bring it the world closer to your doorstep. Àwọn sọ́lára àgbà yìí dá, àwọn ló lásà àti èdè. Ìgbéde lárugẹ nílẹ̀ ojú àwọn àwa gangan ni bàbá. Koikimedia, 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 ìgbéde wọn closer to your doorstep. Dem never sabi wetin we carry for house, but e dey move closer before dem go sabi. I said they never know wetin we carry for body, but e dey move closer before dem go sabi. Ọ̀gbìn lọ lọ́jà ẹyẹ ìrìnwó ló ló lájú. Ẹyẹ tó lórí kòtò bí àdó ọgbẹ́dẹ lẹ́nu. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ bàbá wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìlú bàbá wa. Ká jùmọ̀ sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè kó dúdú àga. Òdúdú àtọ́bá lè dé wá. Ọmọ Odùduwà ṣèkìrì ẹ dìde fún ẹ̀tọ́ adúláwọ̀ ká lè jọ jùmọ̀ gbé délẹ̀ ilé rí káwa lè bá ògo ilẹ̀ wa ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká lè jọ gbàdé ká lè gbàdé adé adúláwọ̀ àwa ní mọ̀lẹ́ tí yóò tàn káàkiri ìyàwó Odùduwà ni wá. Koikimedia, àwa là ń gbé tó lárugẹ. Ètò tó gbójú òwò ìwà màlè. Àṣà ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wà kájé gbúgbà yín jẹ. Ètò tó gbójú òwò ìwà màlè. À ń gbé tó lárugẹ, à ń gbàsà lárugẹ. Ètò tó gbójú òwò ìwà màlè. News and sports ẹ máa rí gbọ́. Ètò tó gbójú òwò. Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú aláìrẹ̀ mi ló ní kí n máa ké dandan. Koikimedia ọ̀rọ̀ lágbájú mọ̀ mi. Má bá ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ ọmọ Yorùbá yẹn.
Ta ló ń pè? Gbóhùn sókè. Kí ló ṣe? Ta ló ń disconnected? Láti gbòsìgbò. Gbóhùn sókè padà.
Koikimedia, we're bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Àwọn sọ́lára àgbà yìí dá, àwọn ló yà sáà kí èdè. Ìgbéde lárugẹ nílẹ̀ ojú àwọn, àwa gangan ni bàbá. Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep. They never sabi wetin we carry for am, but we dey move closer before dem go sabi. I said they never know wetin we carry for body, but we dey move closer before dem go sabi. Ọ̀kìn lọ lọ́jà ẹyẹ, ìrún ló ló lájú. Ẹyẹ tó lórí kòtò di àdó, ọgbẹ́dẹ lẹ́nu. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ bàbá wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìlú bàbá wa. Ká jùmọ̀ sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè kó dúdú àga. Òdúdú àtọ́bá lè gbé wá. Ọmọ òdúdú á ṣe kiri. Ẹ̀yídé fún ẹ̀kọ́ adúláwọ̀. Ká lè jọ jùmọ̀ gbé. Ilẹ̀ ilé rí. Àwa lè bá ògo ilẹ̀ wa. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká lè jọ gbàdé. Ká lè gbàdé adé adúláwọ̀. Àwa ní mọ̀lẹ́ tí yóò tàn káàkiri. Ìyàbọ̀ òdúdú wà ní wá. Koikimedia, àwa là ń gbé tó lárugẹ. Ètò tó gbójú owó tí wọ́n máa lè rí. Kásá. Ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wà kájé bùbá yín dẹ. Ètò tó gbójú owó tí wọ́n máa lè rí. À ń gbé tó lárugẹ, à ń gbàsà lárugẹ. Ètò tó gbójú owó tí wọ́n máa lè rí. News and sports, ẹ máa rí gbọ́. Ètò tó gbójú owó. Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀ mi ló ní kí n máa ké dandan. Koikimedia, ọ̀rọ̀ lágbájú mọ̀ mi. Máa bá ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ. Ọmọ Yorùbá yẹn, ọmọ Yorùbá tata wọn. Àwùjádùn rẹ̀, ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀ mi. Ṣé ìlọ máa fi dìbò ọbẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ o? Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa ń dé máa dé máa dé. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa wọ̀ máa wọ̀ máa wọ̀ o. Igbó máa wọ̀ kájọ́jì ò gbọ́dọ̀ wọ̀. Àjòjì tó bá wọ̀ bẹ̀ á gbẹ̀lẹ̀ ní bọ́ra. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ ànáwó kóyìnbó tó dé. Ìgbà tó yìnbó dé o. Owó lọ́dẹ tó pọ̀ sí o. Koikimedia sábà ní bàbá. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Àjàǹsọ, àtòpèrè gidi. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Àwa là ń gbé tò lárugẹ jẹ́ ká jọgbọ́n o. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Àkújà fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa, fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Ọmọ Òdùwà ni wá o, kọ̀ọ̀kan. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Ikú tó ṣe ní lébi òsì, àdìmú bàbá yọ. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. We bring you one closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Afẹ́fẹ́ tó ń fẹ́ òòlù kàngégbò lára ni. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Àgbèrè gèdè Olódùmarè ló fún wa. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Gbogbo ayé ẹ̀gbọ́n, àwa ní bàbá o. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Ẹ máa bọ̀ wá ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà ni wá o. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Òtútù alágbèdá ní òtítọ́ lágbèdá ní. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Àkìsọ̀dálẹ̀, àkìsọ̀dí kìíta. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Àgọ́tàn, àgọ́pẹ̀lẹ̀ kété. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Koikimedia, we bring you one closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia is a rap. to give us latest. Is around to give us latest. Ladies and gentlemen, ẹ mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ̀gbọ́n ètò tó kojú gbogbo. Ladies and gentlemen, ẹ mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ̀gbọ́n ètò tó kojú gbogbo. Koikimedia is around to give us latest.
Now let's play the anthem, and we have just 1 hour for the presentation. I have to be on the Star Radio UK at 11 o'clock. So much technical glitch yesterday on the Star Radio. We couldn't even do Niger voices, so, you know, sometimes it's like that. So we got to catch up. Miss Lano. I try Latigbewa. Hello, good morning. You're speaking. Where do you say you're calling from?
I'm from the business show down at the XL in London.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
I was just quickly calling to see if you're still planning on attending the show this month.
Oh yeah, I love business. So I have to definitely going to be coming. When is it going to be happening again?
So it's 22nd and the 23rd of November.
Okay, all right. Is that the one in the Olympia?
No, so it's at the XL.
XL. Okay, all right. I think I already registered, if I'm right.
Yeah, no, I have you down as registered. I just wanted to confirm your attendance.
I will be coming down there definitely.
Okay, super. And I also just wanted to check, because I noticed that you're one of the only people that hasn't registered for a masterclass yet. I was just wondering if that was something of interest to you.
Sorry, what?
It's completely free to attend, but you do have to book on for them, and they're booking up quite quickly now that we're getting close to the event.
No, I'll just be coming on my own for free.
Okay, well, so you didn't want to attend any of the masterclasses?
No, I wouldn't need that. I won't need the masterclass. No, I won't.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. I mean, I would definitely recommend them. I mean, if you're in the industry.
No, I'll be fine with that. I'll be fine with just at the attendance.
Okay,
All right.
Peter, no problem at all then.
All right. I'll see you on the 20th. All right then. Thank you so much.
Take care.
All right. Bye. Shoripo man fi phone lé àwọn èèyàn to attend event. I mean, Nigeria is a country, bomb bastard. Mo kí ẹ easy dollar. Ìwọ fẹ́ máa fara wé Europe. Oh, fẹ́ ká gba Yoruba nation. Shoripo inú ilé mi mo wà. I got a phone call for a business event tó ń bọ̀ ní on the 20th. If I have the time, I will go. Tí bá ní time. That is how you run a country. Nigeria is not a country. I play anthem more. Nigeria, no, America, I she go ilé náà, ká polówó.
Ọmọ Yorùbá pàmòlúrò yẹ kó mọ̀ pẹ́ dá. Torí ẹni tó bá kọ̀ tí ò dúpẹ́ orí ẹgbẹ̀fà. Irú wọn ti pẹ́ gidi náà orí ẹgbẹ̀je níjọ. Ìdí àti abárè tí àwọn Yorùbá UK Central fẹ́ parapọ̀ sàṣẹ̀rò nínú ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ wọn. Tí wọ́n sì ya ọjọ́ kan àrà ọ̀tọ̀ sílẹ̀ fún ìdúpẹ́. Lórí ibi àti bẹ̀rẹ̀, ibi abadé àti ibi tá ń lọ láìpẹ́. Àkọ́kọ́ rú ẹ̀ tí àwọn èèkàn lókọlókọ ọmọ Yorùbá lágbàáyé yóò mọ parapọ̀ fún ìdọ̀kan sọ wípé Olúwa ó ṣe é. Táà sì tún mọ láǹfààní láti mọ pàdé àwọn olólùfẹ́ wa gbogbo. Láwọn tí wọ́n jó nígbọ̀wọ́ fún ètò ìdúpẹ́ yìí. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí Yorùbá UK Central Office fúnra lára wọn gan. Tí wọ́n tó ní nǹkan là ń jọ ṣe. Koikimedia tí wọ́n jágbẹnusọ fún Dr. Sunday Igboho Òòṣà. Gbẹ̀dú magazine ti ká lára rẹ̀. Dr. Sadi Talk Show. Sanfatis FM. Gbogbo àpapọ̀ Yorùbá World Congress àti Yorùbá World Media lágbàáyé. Ọjọ́ ọpẹ́ lọ́jọ́ àbámẹ́ta lẹ́yìn tó jọjọ́ kejì oṣù kejìlá ọdún tí a wà yìí. Ní Abadasha Action College, Pips Road Side, Pips Road, London, SE14 5SF, UK 135 Pips Road, London, SE14 5SF ni ó ti máa wáyé. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ látago mẹ́ta ọ̀sán títí di agogo mẹ́wàá àṣálẹ́ UK time. Ọ̀fẹ́ àti ìrọ̀rùn ní ètò jíjẹ mímu ọjọ́ náà mọ pọ́sí fún wa. Tọ́sí nígbà kọ́bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹnikẹ́ni fún owó ìwọlé. Tó jásí wípé gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ wá sí bí ètò ìgbà yìí lọ́jọ́ náà ó gbọ́dọ̀ gba tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì wọlé rẹ̀ lórí Eventbrite. Lọ́kàtà bá ti tẹ First Yorùbá Community in UK Meet and Greet Thanksgiving. Lẹ́wọ̀n láǹfààní àti forúkọ yín àti àwọn tó bá fẹ́ tẹ̀lé yín wá sí ayẹyẹ ìkàlẹ̀ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. Ẹ má gbàgbé wípé ètò tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì wa yìí dá lórí first come first serve. Fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé síwájú sí i tàbí tẹ́yìn gan bá nírànwọ́ tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe fún wa kí ètò yìí lè wáyé kódò kí gbọ́ngbọ́n kan sí i. Bóyá yìí náà sì fẹ́ sọ kéèsì bísínẹ́sì tètò náà bá ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Ẹ lè fàtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ sọwọ́ sí wa látòrí ímeèlì wa ecco@yu yukgb.org àbí kẹ́ pè wá lórí 073-671-52852. bákan náà ní ẹ lè pè 073-940-56266 tàbí kẹ́ pè 077-609-86460. ọjọ́ ìdúpẹ́ ọjọ́ ayọ̀ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lágbàáyé. Yorùbá World Media ló kéde lórúkọ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lágbàáyé. àwọn alájẹ kọjá sí olóyòyò ojú wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ wá o.
That's the Yoruba Day, December 2nd.
àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ayé wá o.
Now to play later. That is the Yoruba Day. Ẹ fàyè sílẹ̀, ẹ make sure pé ẹ book appointment pé December 2nd this year ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo àjọ pàdé. At least away from the social media. Ìwọ tó bá lè gba visa wọlé, tó bá fún ẹ ní visa, good luck, you will meet us here. 10 o'clock, we have 1 hour to do the presentation, and it's going to be, as usual, our awareness campaign. You know, that is what we do on this platform. Platform to fit dissolve Nigeria. Nigeria is not working. If it's not the kind of platform you want, you can excuse yourself so that the rest of us can have the time. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ káàárọ̀ níbi tí ẹ bá ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí ètò Koikimedia live transmission. Èyí ni the second day of. I love using my mouse when I'm using my laptop. You know, it's much better than the mouse on the laptop itself. Kí ló ń sọ nípa ara wa nísìn? Warning at the Tech Summit, the King and the AI. Ọbalẹ̀ UK lele. Is currently in, Kenya. And maybe we should listen to what he said earlier. Mo dúpẹ́ ó dáhùn pé Heritage ló ṣe copy nígbà yẹn, Heritage TV, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi dáadáa. I love everything that presents us as Yoruba people. Thank you so much, everyone, and a very good morning wherever you're watching from around the world. Let's listen to King Charles. What is said in Kenya. Ká tó padà wá sí ìsàlẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn tí other conversation that we want to talk about. Ẹ bá rántí kẹ́ lọ sórí page Àròlé Bàbá 1010 kẹ́ bá wa subscribe sórí page yẹn. Mo kí sister mi Lady K. I was watching her yesterday and I was just laughing my head off. Mo kí gbogbo Yoruba World Media. Every Wednesday ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ Yoruba World Media. We have a new chairman, Dr. Zabi. I'm sure a lot of you have seen more changes when it comes to the Yoruba World Media. We also have the Yoruba home-based media. Tí Bàbá Lẹ́kìtì, tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Mọ̀wó, Bàbá Lẹ́kìtì, Bàbá dáadáa, tí àwọn jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí chairman wọn ní home-based. It is still the same, but kò sí bí a ṣe ní split náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ iwájú. Kódà nígbà tí ìran Yorùbá bá dúró tán lọ́jọ́ iwájú, a máa ní representative tó máa represent Yorùbá tó máa report news. Kò sí NTA nílùú yìí, okay? That is how shit old the country is. The Middle East, àwọn ti grab what the grab will network it on, So when anytime you're watching Al Jazeera is playing the narrative of the Middle East. A lot of you, more reason that we should come out of Nigeria, so that Yoruba lè say a very important say. Let's listen to King Charles. This is what he said. He was not going to apologize for what took place between 1952 until 1960. The crime against humanity committed by the British Empire, because empire ni wọ́n lò níjọ́ náà long. They refuse to accept, because if they do, they will have to pay a lot of, reparation money. I won't be having the time to say good morning to everybody one at a time, so I've just captured everybody. But Babakintoye, Igbowo, Chibanja, Iloge, and my mom, I will say a special good morning. But every other person, I've just said good morning. I can't be talking because I need time, to be saying good morning, this, good morning, that already. This is the second program, and we might be running program throughout the whole day just to catch up, sometimes. I don't give time when I come out live. When I'm live, I'm live. If you want to know when I'm live, follow me on all the platforms. I am live on the Twitter space. I am live on TikTok. I am live on Instagram. So there's no way you will not know when I'm live. But with Mr. Koikimedia, the live, I don't have the time. I come out anytime because Koikimedia is just a 24 hours news network. And we want you to support us. I just paid $30. MixLR. Mo like ye gone. I would have just said, you know what? I don't have that money myself. So Tabani support media. I've just paid the MixLR today. At jet a lot of your but they keep bouncing. Eventually they disconnected it. But because I still have about some few penny in my account this morning, and I thought I want to already MixLR, it will be unfair on them that anything but I won't because that is the only way they can listen to us. But at the end of the day, when we come out and say, support the media, come on here, you want money. Oh yes, BBC want money. That's why they're operating. If I don't pay BBC TV license, they cannot operate. So I have just paid. The email is there. Unfortunately, we can't use my very powerful machine. Life for almost 2 weeks. This is a powerful machine, but unfortunately, it is not solving. It is not doing the job I wanted to do for now. So that's why we are using mobile phone to do our broadcast in the last few weeks. Because machine tan lo gangan, machine tan lo to jẹ́ the gbòógì machine tí mo fi ń bá Nigeria government láti sọ fún wọn pé a fẹ́ lọ. Unfortunately, ó ti dẹnu kọlẹ̀. So there's nothing I can do to that. So whenever you're watching us, if the broadcast is not clear, it's because we are not using the kind of system like the broadcast. But many people don't understand. You think the media can just and for you social media war, but it shouldn't be like that. Timbani $30 anything. I can't pay the MixLR, and this is what it says at exactly information 9:36 a.m. 29 minutes ago. Hey, Koikimedia, MixLR, you have successfully signed up for the MixLR Premium Plus. Here are the few of the neat things you can do on your new plan. I could do the $9, but mama for me 3 hours. You can't pay anything. It's giving me 12 hours window. So a program for the whole day. I want to allow the MixLR. They will be able to listen. I need more fun. They need 24 hours. If I have the full money, I can sell $180 and you can back with because we are here trying to present the program. Some of these little things that should not be, our worried. And support. And that's why I said if many people are giving us that $1, £1 every day, it would go a long way. Yes, I will be able to run my own affairs on it, but I will also be able to run a media. But people are not saying that. Al Jazeera is being sponsored by Qatar government. Media gbọ̀ngàn ló ní iṣẹ́ tó pọ̀ jù nínú ìrìnàjò yìí. Tí media ò bá dúró dáadáa, a lè lọ anywhere ni mo ń sọ. Whether a máa jà ni, a máa lo diplomacy ni, a máa lo negotiation ni. If all the media is not working, there's nothing we can do. You can't do anything. Especially we are fighting a monster. So mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí mixlr even though the numbers is not as much but at least they are still there wọ́n ń gbọ́ wa than pé kí n sọ pé kò sí 5 people were there today ẹ wá imagine kí n má ní mixlr yẹn láàárọ̀ that means we've lost 5 listeners from there and most of them are in Nigeria gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń béèrè nípa the Yoruba media radio tí wọ́n polongo látijọ́ ẹ̀ ó ṣì wà in production kò tí ready so intention rí yẹn is just the template so bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn tó máa ní FM ó máa ní shortwave ó dẹ̀ máa ní so many other things tí ẹ ti rí nínú àwọn adverts tí a ti ń polówó yẹn so that is on that as well then kí ni mo tún fẹ́ sọ again I think if I remember any other thing I will also go along with it but it is important a gbọ́dọ̀ máa emphasize it media ẹ má fi media ṣeré Al Jazeera is playing a key role Israel ò like Al Jazeera bó ṣe wà wọ́n fi lé wọn kúrò ní Israel kò dẹ̀ síbi tí Al Jazeera ò dé gbogbo anywhere in the world so anytime tẹ bá ní ẹ̀kọ́ ìkẹfẹ́ ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ Al Jazeera ẹ máa rántí pé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì Qatar ló ń sponsor wọn gbogbo studio wọn tẹ̀ ń rí tẹ máa ń rí tó ń glaring dáadáa yẹn àwọn ló ń pọ́ǹpù owó síbẹ̀ tabadélẹ̀ ilẹ̀ lérí tá à ń lọ màá lọ wá bí ṣe fẹ́ sọ́ọ̀sì owó mi tó bá dẹ̀ pé ní Koiki lọ́wọ́ bó ṣe fẹ́ sọ́ọ̀sì owó tiẹ̀ then that means pé we will reduce what we are doing content wa máa reduce lórí Yorùbá Nation because mo lè máa tún máa ní mo fẹ́ wá sọ́ọ̀sì owó and especially we are trying to be careful especially Remi kó má yẹ pé ìgbà yẹn ni àwọn ọmọ Tinubu máa ní kó lọ fún mi lówó wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé mo ní gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn because tí bá fi gbowó ni màá ti gbowó nígbà tí Tinubu gbé Buhari wọlé ní 2015 I have all the privilege níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn but it is what we do that is different mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ pé I've stood my ground now let's start with this.
Of the British Empire during the Kenyan struggle for independence, but he did not formally apologise for past abuses.
No, ní apologize kí ló fẹ́ apologize fún.
Our royal correspondent Nicholas Witchell reports from Kenya.
The welcome on an African night was a warm one. But King Charles knows he faces a sensitive challenge.
A sensitive challenge mo kàn fi ṣe analysis ẹ̀ díẹ̀ because gbogbo problem táwọn face lẹ́ni ó dá lórí ìlú yìí gbogbo problem tí African face ó dá lórí àwọn European countries gbogbo à ń tàwọn síra wa à ń tàwọn sáwọn north à ń tàwọn sáwọn Igbo ó dá lórí àwọn ará bíi so sensitive question tó ń bi king ni pé King Charles ó wà ní Kenya báyìí ojú ẹ̀ lẹ́wọ̀ yẹn kí ló máa ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Mau a sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ is a rebellion that took place in 1952 to 13 years ni wọ́n fi bá British Empire jà how many years the Europe fẹ́ lò tá a máa fi sọ pé a bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì jà I don't want to be using the word à ń bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì jà à ń béèrè fẹ́tọ̀ wa ni because àbádà ń bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì jà àwọn kan máa pé kílẹ̀ mí pé ń bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì jà ẹ̀tọ́ wa là ń béèrè láàrin ẹ̀ a máa expect àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá kan máa ní no àfẹ́ ẹ̀tọ́ yẹn right wọn ni but àwa tá mọ̀ pé ẹ̀tọ́ yẹn ó ṣe kókó ó ṣe pàtàkì níbi tílẹ̀ Yorùbá dé lẹ́ni táwọn olórí burúkú náà sọ fún wa pé àwọn ò ní gbóúnjẹ wá sísàlẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ ti gbàgbé pé àwọn làwọn dá pọ́blẹ́mù tó pọ̀ jù nísàlẹ̀ tí wọ́n jẹ́ ká róúnjẹ jẹ mo ní Ìgbòho ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ kó má milẹ̀ ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho òòṣà kọ́lọ́run Elédùmarè ó ní ojúmọ́ kan ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe kó má dárúkọ Ìgbòho àwa la mọ̀ value Ìgbòho ṣe sùúrù àwọn north wọ́n mọ̀ value ẹ̀ ṣẹ́ni pé north jáde lánàá olóyè gan ló sẹ́ndì link yẹn sí mi pé coordinator ẹ̀yin ò tí ì rẹ́lẹ̀ ní àmúnibá mi mú ó ti dáhùn lọ́hùn gidi but in tó ń fa ìjà wa àti north kò ju pé àwọn lórí burúkú empire níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn àwọn ló dá gbogbo wàhálà lẹ̀ we should not even have any problem with the north tó bá àwọn north tó bá jẹ́ pé Fúlàní ló fẹ́ kó máa control wọn there is no problem but in terms of nísìnyí pé àwọn empire tó dá wàhálà sílẹ̀ àwọn ló dá this hatred between us and every other ethnic groups àwọn British Empire ló dá sílẹ̀ but ọmọ Yorùbá lè ní nísìnyí àfẹ́ accept yẹn pé àwọn tó dá sílẹ̀ they are not going to solve any problem ìyẹn mo ṣe fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ padà látọ̀dọ̀ queen. And don't ask me, no, let me just leave that. So, our British Empire, it lasted for 200 years. Àwa náà nígbà kan à ń pera wa ní Ọ̀yọ́ Empire. And mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ ń support wa tí kò sú yín. Àwọn kan little that they can give. Little yẹn náà ló máa dódíndín. Ẹ má fi media ṣeré. Whether it is my own media, whether it is the YSDM media, whether it is Yoruba World Media, home-based media, or independent media. Àwọn media kan wà tó lọ ń ṣiṣẹ́. Iṣẹ́ táwọn ń ṣe nìyẹn. But àwa tá jẹ́ freelance, that means pé we have opportunity to do a lot of other things. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa ń rò pé bóyá àbí bọ̀bọ̀ yóò àbí kí no. Ìdè mi register fún lélẹ̀. Go there and check it. Go on the company house. I pay this government of UK. I have an accountant. Tí bá yẹ pé mo ṣiṣẹ́ media nísìnyí tó yẹ pé iṣẹ́ mi ni mo ń ṣe before media màá mọ̀ pé 2 hours mo fẹ́ bá ṣe lórí Yorùbá Nation tí bá ti ṣe 2 hours mi tán kò sí kọ́tà anybody lè sọ I have the time for you to call me. Media mélòó lẹ́ máa ní time tẹ́ máa pè tó máa dá yín lóhùn. So it's just to tell people that we are all doing the same job, but and I've said it 3 years ago, money full time lèmi wá fi lè ṣe because I know the importance of what we are doing. Ọmọ Yorùbá ọmọ important of ìtagbédání. You need a strong communication or a strong communicator láti máa deliver message káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé pé Yorùbá Nation yẹn kò ń ṣeré rárá because àwọn kan rò pé eré la gbé dání. And that is why the northerners can tell us that táwọn ọba àwọn máa rí kò ní dá fún yín àníkẹ́ fóúnjẹ yín sí north. We don't want that food anymore and we can lock our borders. Ó sì ń súnmọ́ bọ̀ ni but we must first enlighten as many people because ẹlòmíì nísìn Koiki ó wà nílùú òyìnbó àníra àlùbọ́sà jẹ́ bomb bastard nìyí because àlùbọ́sà yẹn a lè gbìn ní òkè ògùn tí a máa supply gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátá. But when we are living in denial that until food comes from the north we survive. We can survive without the northerners' food. Let them keep their food away in the north. They are bomb bastard. Igbowo ti fohùn sílẹ̀. We do not want terrorists on our land. They're terrorists. The UK would not allow terrorists in this country. Likewise, the US will not allow terrorists. So why must we allow terrorists? Kò ní dá fún gbogbo àwọn governors yẹn for allowing the Yoruba land to be used as a terrorist playing ground. Bomb bastard ni gbogbo yín. We don't want that. Do you think that this country allow terrorists? No, they do not want terrorists and we don't want terrorists. If we are thinking that we want to have some Fulani with us, we must know that they are not Fulani that are killing us. We don't want the Fulani terrorists that is coming to kill our people. That is the message that we are delivering and that is why Igbowo said he gave them 7 days at Iwerele rather. Oh yes, somebody is asking that what is the work of Agbekoya? Agbekoya is ready to work, but they don't have the kind of equipment to fight back. That is a question to all the bomb bastard governors that are holding the security vote to the tune of 500 million naira every year. Multiply that by 4 years. And some of you will come here and be talking nonsense. Bomb bastard. Amotekun should be armed with AK-49 to keep our territory safe. Àwọn bàbá yẹn fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́. How can Agbekoya be telling us they don't have Okada? This is the money that they can import 300 Okadas in every state and give it out so that Okada here because we don't have good roads. So Tobagbo alarm pé Fulani can operate níbẹ̀ yẹn, they will move down there swiftly. That is not the job of the Yoruba Nation campaigners. Our own job is to continue to educate and give awareness of all the reason in the world that we must protect and preserve who we are. Bomb bastard Yoruba people are saying, keep Nigeria. You think that the UK is not happy each time you say we should keep Nigeria. That is why the King Charles, and I say God bless the King, can travel to Kenya. And this is what he said.
During its colonial past.
No, there was no pity in my heart.
70 years ago in Kenya, there was an uprising against the then British colonial...
70 years ago, there was an uprising against the British Empire that lasted for 13 years. Some of you don't want us to go because you prefer the shit old country that is taking our real identity and is taking our space. That is why even in UK, they do not respect me as a Nigerian. They would not accept a Nigerian passport in any British bank. Bomb bastard. And you tell that for come on. You sit down in Nigeria, we are telling you that that passport cannot be used to open a bank account in this country. I would have to use my driver license. If I take your Nigerian passport today, I have it upstairs. I still have Nigerian passport. Tiba Mulasi bank, but I want to open a bank account. They'll be telling me which country is this. And that is the country that you want me to save. You are crazy. Oreo, Birara, bomb bastard. And when I'm talking like that, I am not talking to those of you that understand what we are saying. I am talking to all those crazy northerners, the Igbos or the Yoruba that wants to save Nigeria, like the obedient bomb bastard, like the Atiku bomb bastard, and the APC bomb bastard. APC cannot do anything to bring Nigeria back to what it is. Nigeria is dead and it is never going to rise. Any of your pastor, tó bá sọ pé Nigeria máa dá, they are bomb bastard. Any man, tó bá sọ pé Nigeria máa dá, they are bomb bastard. Nigeria must be divided so that we can save and preserve ourselves. The British do not want terrorists in this country. That is why they are protecting their borders. We have 1,000 borders in Nigeria, and the North are telling us that you are bomb bastard. Keep that food to yourself. Àsìkò ń bọ̀ ni, ó sì ń ró díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni, but we need to get our people to understand what we are saying before we hit the ground. Igboho kò sọ̀rọ̀. Igboho say Koiki coordinator. This was a week ago. Lọ sọ fún àwọn Fúlàní tó ń bẹ ní Ìwéré Ilé pé òun fún wọn ní ọjọ́ méje. 7 days. 7 days, we will make sure we get down there and we will do what needs to be done. Just like the British would do what has to be done to protect me as a citizen of this country or as a resident of this country against any terrorist. That is what Igboho is doing. That is what your government meant to be doing. Your governors are bomb bastards because that is the responsibility of the governor to make sure that they protect you. Kò ń ṣe responsibility Igboho. That is the responsibility of Iba Gani Adams. Iba Gani Adams is what is called the generalismo. He needs to go in the front, Igboho at the back, and thousands of us will support them as well. 72 hours I will be on the ground when the time comes. Kò ní dá fún wọn tó sọ pé stop bringing tribalism. Kò ní dá fún àbàbà tó bí ẹ bomb bastard. Olóṣì. O rò pé mò ń ṣe lórí program ni. You are crazy. Wait for the British to come and break Nigeria for you. They are coming. The British is coming to come and break Nigeria for you. You think the British are not happy the way Nigeria is operating right now? They are excited because they are part of the problem. And they will remain that problem until every single one of us realize that the British do not want Nigeria to break. We must tell them that Nigeria needs to break so that the indigenous people can take control and protect their land. Not the British to be saying that if you are a British going to Nigeria, don't go to Anambra. Why is Anambra not a good place to go? I want to go to Anambra, but under a Biafra government that I know that I will be safe. I don't want to go to Anambra that all these bomb bastard governors are not protecting anybody there. Orugbo Boni. By the time we get to where we are going, everybody will wake up. The only solution is total disintegration. Oh, Koikimedia is already live on this, so I wanted to do Olayomi Koiki. I know we're running out of time, but we still manage the time. My name is Olayomi Koiki, a journalist, an activist. An activist is a job of his own. Maybe some of you don't know that. An activist is a job of his own. Let's go back and listen to King Charles. During the Kenyan struggle for independence, you think they want everybody to go?
Many activists have wanted. Our war correspondent Nicholas Richard reports from Kenya.
The welcome on an African night was a warm one. But King Charles knows he faces a sensitive challenge. It has fallen to him to deal with the legacy issues.
What is the legacy issue?
And on this visit, Britain's conduct during its colonial...
British conduct during the colonial era. The British conduct during the Nigerian era. This is why we are struggling today as people. It is time we do what we need to do. And what do we need to do? Enlightenment, education. I have not told anybody to take arms. We haven't got to that stage yet. We have not got to the stage of going to take arms, but we are saying to you and educate you as much as possible that problem that is facing Nigeria today can never be resolved by anybody until there is a total dismantle and dissolution. And don't say that Nigeria cannot be dismantled. It is just a matter of when it's going to dismantle. Nigeria will break.
Pity in my heart.
70 years ago, in
70 years ago.
an uprising against the then British colonial rulers.
British colonial ruler.
The rebellion was crushed with great brutality.
The rebellion was crushed. They killed thousands of Kenyans. The British killed them. Benny, we are in the time of enlightenment. The word coming out of our mouth is very powerful, more than AK-49. But I want our governors to take the responsibility of security while we are still enlightening us on how we will dissolve Nigeria. Let them give Amotekun, Agbekoya, OPC, give them enough training and push them into the forest. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo wa la máa lọ sínú igbó. Àwa kan máa wà níta. Àwa kan máa wà nínú igbó. Those that are ready to face that. Why do you think that Israel mobilized 350,000 soldiers ready to go and fight? Why do you think America is mobilizing every resources that they have into the Mediterranean Sea right now? Why do you think China? All these are security protecting something. The governors must now be ready and be held accountable. We will hold you accountable. It's just a matter of time. Because a lot of people that are dying all this time in Yoruba land should not die because money is with the governor. They are born bastard. They kept all the money and yet they cannot fund security of our land. Even now that Tinubu is the president, it is different from when dead or alive Buhari was there. Olori Buruku, we don't know whether he's dead, whether he's alive. But Tinubu should be talking about security. Give every security outfit, even in the northern part of Nigeria. I am not selfish, okay? So even the north must be protected against Fulani terrorists. Terrorists is not something you take with kid glove. You fight them, you kill them. Terrorists must be killed. That is a fact. America do not want any terrorists on their land. That is why you will not be able to get a visa in Nigeria because everybody has been categorized as terrorists. Because nobody can vet you. This is not the time to joke. This is the time to be asking all the governors in the southeast. Well, at least the ESN are even activating much better now. Let's go ahead.
At a state banquet in Nairobi, the king spoke about painful times.
The king talks about painful time. What is the painful time? Let me quickly remind you about what took place during that time. It was a very terrible time. People wanted to be free, but the British never wanted anybody to be free, so many people were killed during the Kenya Revolution. That led to a 13 years fight between the British Empire and the Scottish people. I'm going to have to take this down because I have to start it again. That's the problem when I'm using phones because sometimes it turns around and it picks something I don't want you to pick in the house. So I have to take out the video and probably start again. Those on the Instagram will be like, Koiki flipping now, man. Where are you now? Let's start again. That is why you follow me on all the platforms. I don't have problems with any Igbos. I don't have problem with Hausa people. I don't have problem with every indigenous people in Nigeria. I have problem with every bomb bastard of our politicians. They are the one creating enmity between me and you. Somebody said I was rejected to take a phone on credit because of my Nigerian passport is a shit hole. Money lati ba sọ̀rọ̀ Baba Shafaruddin. There's a lot of report coming on my desk. I need to speak. I need lati sọ̀rọ̀ leni so that we can clear the air. There's a lot of report coming and I need to speak to you. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. So only deepest regret, but the king do not want to apologize for what generation did to Africa. So Tebaro we want to apologize to Nigeria as well. They are not going to apologize to Nigeria. They will just say, well, I cannot take responsibility for what happened. Let's listen to him quickly. Oh my God.
And for that, there can be no excuse.
Well, there can be no excuse, we agree. But the question is, why are you not apologizing? That's why, when we're not using, and because the way I'm sitting, so, and I'm using 2 laptops. Koikimedia 2 laptops, Latin official broadcast. Laptop Connie. One laptop will be able to solve a lot of the problem, but machine to any problem. So tabade tini a support, tebati support in tabajo nina luwa jamamalo. So we just have to manage what we have. So let's hope this time around could Konijabo again, because it keeps, I have to keep moving this. It's just too much movement. All right, let's move this like that. All right, there might be no already program because it keeps on move. I don't know, so it keeps moving every time. More than a time because all right. Okay, back in Billy, it's okay, bye. Again, it's okay, bye. Come on, okay. That will better be, yeah. Because laptop may be moving stream. So, instead of using one laptop, and the laptop may be, but come matter at least. So, kí ni mo fẹ́ bá wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ẹ̀yin Yorùbá ẹ̀rọ̀pọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation tá à ń ṣe ẹ̀rọ̀pọ̀ ń dùn mọ́ àwọn West lónìí. They are not happy. And one West, they are not happy that we are telling you that we should dissolve Nigeria. And they have no right to tell us to remain as Nigerians. Our Yoruba lama sọ fún wọn pé we are not Nigerians and the time is now. We don't want a war. Nobody wants a war, but we want this discussion to be on a priority list in what is called Nigeria today. So all these ones that everybody is still playing pranky, by the time Tigbogbo hit up, everybody will get the message. So I'm going to move simply. I'm going to come back again. I've told you King Charles refused to apologize in Kenya. I did ask my team. Okay, mo ti send the CB by. I thought I did. Monica send me in Kokonla ni okay mo ti tan Wi-Fi ni ayamija. O ma drop nisin. Mo fẹ́ play video kan fún wa. Mo fẹ́ rán yín létí. Àwọn náà ti jáde lánàá gbogbo ala ti gbọ́ fídíò yẹn díẹ̀ wọ́n ní Igboho give order. I'm sure some of you have listened to that particular video. It's already trending. Why is the North scared of us? They are scared of us because they know that the moment the dissolution of Nigeria take place, we will still accept them as neighbors, and we will respect those that wants to live with us. But we will make sure that the same way that UK have my fingerprint, anybody Daniel Yoruba to my go through immigration, that we will not get their fingerprint. We will use every sophisticated way to make sure that even up to facial recognition, we do not want terrorists to live with us. UK do not want terrorists. So why should we allow terrorists to want to live with us? Is the question you should be asking yourself. Somebody is making billions of dollars, billions of naira out of terrorism happening in Nigeria today. And that is why they don't want Nigeria to break. Àwọn kan ló ń fund láti ta àti láti nulẹ̀. So if you are saying that you don't want Yoruba nation, that's no problem. But you will never be able to protect yourself. I am not talking about EFCC, police. No, I am talking about terrorists. Nobody can fight terrorists without a genuine government. Bola Tinubu government is not genuine to fight the terrorists. It's as simple as that. So if you are thinking that Tinubu will be different from Buhari, Tinubu is going to become the same Buhari by the time he lives in 8 years or 4 years. 10:33. Now, I think the video should have dropped now. Mo láti ní káwọn ọmọ mi lọ bá mi wá fídíò yẹn jáde lánàá, and thank you so much to the Koikimedia team, and sometimes ọmọ tí bá ti fọhùn sínú group pé I need something ASAP, ibikíbi tí fídíò yẹn bá wà lórí social media wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ wá jáde fún mi, and I was grateful that they are ready to serve. But are we ready to fund the Koikimedia team as well? That is the question. I have 25 team working for me, back to back, and not just only in Nigeria. I have them across the world. Some of them are just very, very quiet individuals. Everyone to darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. fi lọ mú fídíò yẹn jáde ẹ má bínú àwa oní glasses báyìí doctor gp optician ló recommend pé I sit down on the screen too much so I have to be able to mo kí àjàgùn mo mọ nǹkan tẹ sẹ́ǹsì màmá gbọ́ later pẹ̀lú ọ̀dàpọ̀n lélẹ̀ I'll probably just ẹ̀kọ́ bọ̀ audio yẹn bó ṣe máa jáde let's listen to this and I think I should be able to show you. There's nothing graphic in there. I hope it comes up. I'm sure some of you remember this particular
gbogbo ẹsẹ̀ ti rí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá ni mo ṣe fídíò yìí ní Sunday gbogbo iṣẹ́ tí Fúlàní pa bàbá sọ ẹ̀ràn wa kọ́ni lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ràn owó èèyàn lọ́wọ́ ogun ń bọ̀ ẹ̀wòrán ṣógun ò ti dé ṣógun ò ti dé òkú tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ sí more than 15 ẹ̀wòrán ṣógun dí àbí ogun òde iṣẹ́ Fúlàní lẹ́wọ̀ yìí o èyí Sunday lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá gbogbo ilé iṣẹ́ ti rí gbogbo akọ́nẹ́jọ ẹni dé wọ́n ti pọ́nmọ́ Yorùbá tó bá ìbá ẹni jẹ́ ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ má kí àìjẹ́ wa gbé gbogbo ìbá ti wo fídíò bá ń pè Koiki ẹjọ́ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí this is war ẹ ti rí ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run fóònù tó ti fẹ́ kú fóònù ti fẹ́ kú ẹ wo ìgangan láwà ìgangan láwà.
This was 2021 around June ṣé lára Yorùbá a máa ń gbàgbé nǹkan but our media máa rán yín létí. That was after the Ekiti rally. Wọ́n darí bọ̀ padà làwọn Fúlàní lọ wọlé wọ́n pa ṣégè sáwọn èèyàn wa lára. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ń wò wá a ní kẹ́ support media. There are certain things that we cannot put on Twitter space. There are certain things we cannot put on TikTok. There are certain, but on my website, I have the right to put anything inside so that people will be able to go on that website and they'll be able to see certain things and they'll realize that, wow, it is time that Yoruba people must be free. Nígbà tí DJ Teddy tó débẹ̀ ó káwọ́ mọ́rí ó ní ẹ bá mi pé Koiki because wọ́n mọ̀ pé tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n fún wa ní gbogbo àyè tán níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn wàláì tàláì símọ́ bíláì làzíláwà ogun yẹn máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní june yẹn but nítorí pé wọ́n ní èèyàn kan kì í já wa dé làwa Yorùbá máa ń sọ I cannot be the one doing media àwọn kan tẹ̀ criticize me ṣé òun náà lọ ṣe media òun náà lọ fẹ́ ṣe security no I am just an activist and I knew that Intagbedani is very very important. June, that was 21, 22, 23, 20, well, I think it was 24, yeah, 23, yeah. 2 years ago. 2 years ago, àwọn náà ti gbàgbé pé àwọn lọ ṣọṣẹ́ fún wa ní Ìgangan. That is just to remind you that that record is still there. So today, the same North is now telling us that now we will not allow Igbowo àbí whatever the way tó ṣe ń porúkọ Igbowo àwọn ò ní fún Igbowo láyè àyẹ̀wò lọ́fẹ́ fún Igbowo no ẹ ní láti fún Igbowo láyè àwọn olóṣèlú wa ni wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ sọ fún wa nísìnyí pé níbo ló ń kó wa lọ gangan ṣe rí gbogbo problem tá a sì ń fèsì nísìnyí àwọn representative wa tó ń pè ní olóṣèlú àwọn gangan ni problem níbo ló ń kó wa lọ gangan ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ PDP là ń sọ ni we are not hating anyone we don't say we don't like PDP or APC but níbo ló ń kó wa lọ ṣé inú Nàìjíríà náà la ṣe fẹ́ kó wa sí. A Nigeria that me living in UK my passport as a Nigerian citizen is not respected in UK. Now mo fẹ́ lọ mú èyí tí àwọn ṣe lánàá jáde. Let's listen to this briefly. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ má bínú pa kan again ẹ máa bá wa ka blọ́ọ̀gì wa tá a bá ti ń fi blọ́ọ̀gì síta sórí Facebook ẹ gbọ́wọ́lé ẹ lọ kà á ẹ ṣe rí ẹ̀yin ọmọ wàhálà táwa ń ṣe lẹ́yìn I'm still saying it I can boldly say it Koikimedia is not a V-blog we are working tirelessly we are working day and night kò sí point a máa kọ article táwọn ọmọ wa máa ṣe wàhálà tó máa kọ gbogbo kìíní yẹn and then we post it out and people don't go and read it ẹ lọ kà á so that ẹ lè máa ní understanding yesterday at exactly 11 p.m. àwọn ọmọ mi sì ń kọ article lọ at least 40 people were killed in Nigeria in Yobe State. Yobe State wà lára state tí British ní none of their citizens must travel to. Yobe State. Ẹ̀mí 40 was lost. 40 people were killed in Yobe State between Monday and Tuesday, initially Thursday. So within 48 hours, can British government allow 40 people to be killed in this country by terrorists and they will not activate? Can America allow 40 people to be killed in America by terrorists and they will do nothing? Why is 40 people killed in Nigeria and Bola Tinubu is not doing anything? And you are telling me that Bola Tinubu is going to be a savior? You are bomb bastard. Bola Tinubu's job is to protect every Nigerian until we decide whether we want to remain in Nigeria or not. He is the chief officer. He has everything. He has money. I don't want to see his son, Seyi Tinubu Olori Buruku. Don't go to the fake meeting. Leave that to your dad, bomb bastard. Let your dad secure Nigeria until we break that shithole country. Bomb bastard. Onofemalo influence. Omo president. I have told you enjoy Nigeria while it lasts. The Omo Buhari enjoy Nigeria while Buhari Olori Buruku dead or alive was the president. I don't have problem with Seyi Tinubu using the private jet to even bá obìnrin sùn lórí ẹ̀ ẹ má bínú ìyá wa. Tó bá àwọn kó gbé presidential jet. The North have enjoyed that as well for a very long time, but his father must make sure that he protects every Nigerian until that country will dissolve. And if you say Nigeria is not going to dissolve, may Nigeria happen to you and your family. 40 people are human beings, regardless of whether they are Hausa or not. Even if they are Fulani, because some Fulanis are good, not every one of them are bad. Èèyàn kan gbọ́dọ̀ kú nílùú yìí ara máa tà wá. How can 40 people die in that messed up country in 48 hours and everybody say everything will be fine? Let's go and listen to this. Let's listen to all this bomb bastard Olori Buruku North telling us that àwa ò ní gbóúnjẹ wá sísàlẹ̀ ó sì ń súnmọ́ bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni. It might take 2 years. We will do what needs to be done not than one. In tó bá wà la máa ṣe lásìkò yẹn, but I gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe gbogbo nǹkan mọ́ nísìnyí because when I told you that let us stop the election, some of you bomb bastards were telling me that mo ń gbógun bọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. 40 people were killed in 48 hours. Ṣé ogun ò ti dé sí Nàìjíríà? Ṣé fídíò tẹ́ gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn ní 2021? Ṣé ogun ò wọlé dé? Maybe I should remind you that video again. Maybe I should remind you that video. This was a video in 2 years ago. Only cover who pay Koiki because all money Koiki le ṣe. I would have made the decision on that day, but I refused to because one be of a chance in your corner. I know that Igboho was ready. I was ready because I was with Igboho for 6 months. We know what we would have said. But they sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ nítorí pé àwọn ọba àtàwọn politicians yìí àtàwọn so many places wọ́n ní a fẹ́ dá ogun sílẹ̀ ni. Igboho was ready to give that order. I would have come out on that day. We held back. Àṣírí kan lè gbọ́ yẹn. We held back. Ó ní ìta lè ṣe níjọ́ yẹn. Nǹkan kan ló máa lead sí the breakup of Nigeria. We lost a lot of opportunity but ọmọlúàbí ni wá. Ọmọlúàbí ni wá but ọmọlúàbí yẹn wọ́n ń tì wá not wọ́n sọ fáwa pé àwọn ò ní gbóúnjẹ wá kò ní dá fún gbogbo àwọn northerners tó ń gbóúnjẹ yẹn bọ̀ kò ní dá fún yín níbi tẹ́ wà you are bomb bastard. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́tì wá pé ẹ̀ ní gbóúnjẹ wá sísàlẹ̀ ẹ̀ ń pa àwọn èèyàn wa nínú oko ẹ̀ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn lọ sínú oko láti ṣe nǹkan àgbẹ̀ ẹ̀ wá ń sọ fún agbẹ́ ẹ̀ ní gbóúnjẹ wá gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátá. Kò ní da fún wọn tó ní Ìgbòho tún tètè ọjà kò ní da fún bàbá ẹ ó ṣe lọ gbé bàbá tẹ jáde olùṣọ́ máàlì bomb bastard onígbòho tún dey talk olórí burúkú ọ̀rọ̀ ni wọ́n fi lọ ja Iraq olórí burúkú ẹ̀yàn máàlì kò ní da fún bàbá tó bí yín. Tony Blair took us to fight a war that is not meant to be a war in Iraq ọ̀rọ̀ ni wọ́n sọ jáde olóṣì onígbòho dey talk too much kò ní da fún bàbá tó bí ẹ bàbá tó bí ò ní ṣoríire ọmọ sunkún ẹni. Igboho fi ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ó fi ara ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ìwọ ní Igboho dey talk too much. Tony Blair took us to war in Iraq. Look at what Iraq is today. Tony Blair gbé wa lọ sí ogun àti George Bush. Tony Blair has come out to apologize for that And today, that apology is too late because many lives were lost in Iraq. Ẹ̀yọ́ Mali. Let's listen to this again.
Ọlọ́wọ́ bá ni mo ṣe fídíò yìí ní Sunday. Gbogbo iṣẹ́ tí Fúlàní pa. Bàbá sọ ẹ̀ràn wa kọ́ni lọ́wọ́. Ẹ̀ràn owó èèyàn lọ́wọ́. Ogun ń bọ̀. Ẹ̀gbọ́n sógun ò ti dé. Sógun ò ti dé. Òkú tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ sí more than 15.
Òkú tó wà nílẹ̀ as at 2021 only more than 15. As at 2 years after that, 48 hours, Yoruba state have lost 40 people. Can 40 people die in America from terrorism? I am not talking about gun crime because Emma Parayin Sheril Americani. I am talking about in Yoruba state, 40 innocent lives have died. And some of you are here saying nonsense that Igboho talks too much. Kò ní dá fún bàbá àtìyá tó bí ẹ tó bá sọ pé Igboho talks too much. Igboho is trying to save Nigerians of not going into a civil war so that our governors can come out, our politicians can come out, our royal fathers can talk about these menaces of what is called Nigeria before. Tó bá dé stage kan, àwọn èèyàn ní gbọ́n nǹkan tá à ń sọ mọ́, wọ́n máa ní Koiki, forget it. We will do what we have to do and nobody can hold us. Ṣé yẹn lẹ́fẹ́? You want people to start killing each other on the street of Lagos, in Ogun State, in everywhere. We can stop it in a peaceful manner. That is what Igboho is saying. And that is why Igboho said, Fulani don't disturb wa la ni ko ma lọ. Fulani that wants to stay with us, we want to know that they are not killing us. One bastard. Igboho dey talk too much. Kò ní dá fún bàbá tó bí ẹ. Go and bring your own father out.
Ogun dí àgbogbo òde. Iṣẹ́ Fúlàní lẹ́wọ̀n yìí o.
Ṣẹ́gbọ́.
Èmi Sunday ọlọ́ba gbogbo ilé iṣẹ́ tí ń rí. Gbogbo akọ́lẹ́jọ́ yìí.
Èmi ni mo sọ fún àwọn ọmọ wa. Nígbà yẹn pé anytime you are doing a video in Nigeria today, reference the date and time so that I can go back and play the same video and tell the international media and tell the international community that the reason why we want Yoruba nation is not because we hate the Fulanis. We do not want terrorists to operate in Nigeria, in the southwest. That is all we are saying. Can this country allow terrorists to be operating and moving around? Can I travel to Manchester and then I get stopped on the M1 by the terrorists? No, it can never happen. Why is it happening in Nigeria? Is a question that you should start asking yourself. Bola Tinubu has a lot of work to do. He must protect every Nigerian regardless of their ethnicity. But he's not doing that. What he's doing is his son is going in and out, sneaking. His father says so. My son is sneaking. Oh, mom, he's sneaking. I'm not bringing anybody in, so nobody should send any request. Anytime you're right. My son is sneaking into the. What is Seyi Tinubu doing in the FEC meeting? Bomb bastard. Kill on in the FEC meeting. That has not. I told you enjoy Aso Rock. I did not tell you to go into the FEC meeting. I'm talking to Seyi Tinubu, you bomb bastard. Sit down, enjoy Aso Rock. Tesi Waloju, make as much money. Buy out. Your house that you bought in St. John's Wood is $11 million. I was there. Buy more house. Have girlfriends. But the question is, don't go into the federal executive meeting. That yet in the family affairs near. Your father is operating Nigeria, is not operating Lagos State. Let me play this again. Motivary one. And once again, I would like to appreciate Cherry. There are some videos. I'm going to have to download this again and save it back. There are some videos that we must keep for record purpose. So when some of you that are just new, social media, social media is meant to be making money. You are meant to be making money. We are not meant to be here shouting Yoruba nation. Trade, business, trade by barter. We should be dealing with ourselves in millions of Yoruba currency. Àwọn ọmọ British wọ́n wà ní stock market nísìn àwọn ló ń determine gbogbo tí àwa ń lò. And some of you do not understand the pain when we go back. Mo láti sọ fún àwọn ẹ pé ẹ bá mi lọ wá video jáde because I know that this is a video that some of you have forgotten because we are forgetful people, including myself. Let's play that video again. Ó ní ẹ bá mi pé Koiki. They burned down even the palace of our king in Igogon. Ṣé àwa lè lọ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ní north? Ṣé àwa lè lọ ṣe irú nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe yìí ní north? Even if we are having issues with ourselves between the Fulanis, àwọn Yorùbá ti jókòó so many times. Àwọn Yorùbá ti jókòó. Let us sit down on the round table, and if you think I'm lying, maybe I should remind you of another video. We have the archive and we will be reminding some of you. And when I say bomb bastard, I am not talking to the genuine Omo Yoruba. I am talking to those bomb bastard Omo Yoruba. Tó ń sọ fún wa pé shut up Koiki. What do you know? Let Bola Tinubu protect you today so that you do not get killed by any terrorist, because terrorists will never kill me in this country. And if that means that I have to be killed in this country, the British government must be held responsible. It's a fact. But it will take a long way. Let's remind you of how the Yoruba people in every community are trying to work with the Fulanis. That look, okay, I mean, how can a Yoruba man build a farm that is not mechanized and they have done a lot to sit together so that we can have this conversation, and this is an evidence to that. This is happening in Ojaodun. Let's listen to this brother.
What you want there? Lọ́sàn-án yìí ni wọ́n ṣá obìnrin. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣe ní káwọn ọmọ mi jẹ́ ká lọ. Àfẹ́ máa lọ mẹ́kọ́ àfọ̀n torí àwọn ẹ̀nà ń pè káwọn ò lè lóko. Wọ́n lẹ́nìkan gbogbo ọ̀nà tápẹ̀ ní ìgboro ẹnìkan kan ò lè lóko, gbogbo wọn wà lówódé. Tọ́lá làwọn Fúlàní kan yìnbọn wá sókè babaláwo lálẹ́ àná. So tension wà ń bẹ̀. Mo ní káwọn ọmọ jẹ́ ká lọ. Àwọn bíi 20 wọ́n wà lókè rò nísìn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni brother mi. Nígbàgbé Ọ̀wọ̀, Ondo State. Àti bá wọn jókòó kájọ mo kí ọmọ Yorùbá TV ṣe gan ni gbogbo àwọn media àti wà lábẹ́ ètò mo kí yín. Àfi jókòó pẹ̀lú wọn. We don't have to have any clash. Okay, màálù yìí fẹ́ jẹ oko wa. Ẹ má jẹ bíbà. Ẹ bá wa tẹ̀ jẹ bíbà. Bó ṣe láti máa rí nìyẹn. Kò ṣe pé kọ́wọ́ máa sọ fún wa pé àwọn kan máa da màálù wọlé. Ṣé mọ̀ pé màá tún sọ ẹ mọ̀ pé mo dárúkọ Kòmú local government. Àwọn ọmọ wa tó fẹ́ jáde ẹ̀mọ́ tó lọ́pàá sọ fún wọn pé tó bá bí wọn dẹ́kọ́ jáde gbogbo àwọn ọlọ́dẹ yẹn làwọn máa kó. I have the audio that was sent to wo ó kù díẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ó kù díẹ̀ níbọn ró, but we must do a lot of educational program like this kó tó di pé everything go lana. Orí M1 láti máa padà sí ẹni tó bá mọ M1 ẹ bèrè ní comment section. Orí M1 yẹn we might prepare M1 for the next 2 years, we might prepare M1 for the next 4 years, but orí M1 yẹn ibẹ̀ ni gbogbo àmà láǹdì sí. Àwa padà wá sórí round table. And don't ask me the meaning of M1. Ajẹ́pọ̀ ṣe darapọ̀ mọ́ mi nìyẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ gbọ́ brother ilé nǹkan sí.
Gbogbo ọlọ́dún fámìlì náà.
Dìde ẹ̀dá.
Àwọn tí ò ṣiṣẹ́ kan tí ò ṣe kankan, wọ́n máa gba sálárì, wọ́n máa ṣe ogbẹ̀. Wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn sìn, wọ́n náà lọ kọ́ léèsì, wọ́n ní kó máa lọ rẹ́gísà síbì kan. Àwọn tó lọ rẹ́gísà lọ́dọ̀ wọn ṣáwọn òsínlù láti jọ nígbà tí kìnìyàn ti ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí. Ìgbésẹ̀ àwọn náà gbé mẹ́. Ó yẹ kí gbogbo àjọ wà lórí fíìdì nínú. Àwa tá àgbowó, àwa ń pàfọ́.
Tọ́ba ní àwọn fẹ́ wà lórí field. These are akọni ọmọ Yorùbá. We are not paying them. The government is meant to bring all these people together, bring them together and let them be trained and go in there not to kill Fulani that are loyal to Yoruba people, but we will kill Fulani that are not loyal, that wants to kill us. You don't wait for people to kill you. That is why America have the First Amendment. Shame on right, America. You have a gun in America. If you go to their house, they can kill you. I think it's called the First Amendment. Ebam, if it's in the comment section, if that is exactly what it is. America, they carry gun to protect. We don't want to carry gun, but our responsibility is our government should give guns to those that can protect us. If I call police now and I say, I just cited a gun, they are the BMW 6 minutes. Because Editogbe Bondani can kill many people. You have to neutralize whoever has a weapon because they will kill as many people before you understand. You neutralize them. Tipa jókòó báyìí nísìn ìbọn màá ní mò ń rí kẹ ládùúgbò mi kiri 999. I just saw somebody with a gun now. Oh my God! Oh my! He just killed somebody! Oh my God! Wallahi tallahi, helicopter, everything will be deployed down here. Bombaster! That is what we are fighting for, to protect us against the terrorists killing us in Nigeria. And you are there telling me shut up. Kò ní dá fún bàbá ẹ ni mo sọ fún ẹ. Kò ní dá fún bàbá ẹ. I cannot be killed in this country by terrorists. You are likely to be killed by terrorists. I do not want you to be killed by terrorists. That is why I'm doing what I'm doing. You think it's because of the money? Yeah, look, my wife is at work now. Whether I go to work or not, I have lived here for 25 years. My mom gets pension. I can call my mom and say, Mommy, money need £50. Yes, she will send it to me. So tó bá rò pé bàbá yóò níṣẹ́, oh yes, ìyàwó mi ti lọ síbi iṣẹ́. Èmi náà ti ṣe tí mo lè ṣe within the family. and I'm still trying my best. But you are in Nigeria, the economy is down, nothing is working. Bola Tinubu says he wants to fix Nigeria. There's no problem. We give him the opportunity to fix Nigeria. But he must be really, really honest with the Yoruba people, the Igbo people, the Hausa people. Can he protect you against killings of terrorists? 40 people were killed in 48 hours in Yobe State. That should be something that everybody should be crying. But we are too many people. Why you not go cry? Let's listen again to this, because I got to join the Star Radio at exactly 11 o'clock.
See their performance at all. It's as if we are just stupid. We don't know what we are doing.
Did you hear that?
But see ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, òun mọ̀ ní kí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ kí Sẹ́ríkì tó sọ̀rọ̀. Mo mọ̀ pé díẹ̀ ní Sẹ́ríkì á sọ. Tí ẹ bá fẹ́ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ àbí ẹ fẹ́ mọ̀, àwọn àgbààgbà kan sì wà nínú kára yẹn. Tó yẹ pé wọ́n ń ṣe inside meeting lábẹ́lẹ̀. Àwọn àgbààgbà kan sì wà nínú kára yẹn. Àwọn àgbà yẹn ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn yìí mọ̀ pé àwa ò lè lọ ilé Hausa mo ti sọ láàfin rí.
Yeah, this ẹgbọ́n mi bẹ̀ dáadáa. Is it possible? Is it possible? Can you go to the north? I am very very pressed with time. Where I can say join Star Radio gonna say in just 6 minutes. You that you are watching me, I don't ask you to agree with my views. You don't have to even love my utterances. It might be something like "Sheba boy crazy shaba." I don't know about it. But can you go to the north and commit the crime against humanity in the north that they are committing in the southwest? You are a bomb bastard if you disagree with what I'm saying. Because we cannot go to the north and rape their wife, kill their children, burn down everything, and you want us to live together. Nobody should call me. I'm not listening to any call. Mo Bako, Mr. Frank, Emma Biminula Roy. Studio. I don't have the time. I know everybody's hot. We will come back. We will take calls. If we go hot, not hot. We will fight to the last man standing with awareness and education. But at some point, we will go on the M1. Tó bá mọ M1, tètè máa bèrè lórí question nínú comment section. Ẹ jẹ́ gbọ́ bọ̀bọ̀ ìtàn.
Ẹni tó ń gé lórí, ẹni tó ń dúnú, gbogbo abúlé tó ń finá sí.
Did you hear that? Okay, I think we're still having problem with the studio. I can't see them live. Did you hear that? Okuwadi, something that we don't care. Tinubu should be shouting. Sheyi Tinubu should be coming out and defending you Nigerians. And I'm not joking. He's a public figure. He should be saying that my dad, we must put pressure on the security to fake meeting. I have told you, don't go and sit in the fake meeting, Sheyi Tinubu, but enjoy the presidency. It is your turn. You must enjoy it. Buhari and the rest have enjoyed it. Even during the military era, they enjoy it. So enjoy it, but speak on behalf of what is M1. In the comment section. I'm not going to tell you. I am not going to tell you. So I am not here to tell you that means you are new into the platform, but we're not live on Star Radio, so you are lucky. We might have to continue the program. We're still having technical problem in the studio. It's not yet been resolved. So Archie is not live. All right, that's good. So that means fire on Abi. Somebody said, I seriously don't get it. 1.6 billion on car. They're extremely heartless people. Even if you find another word use, and Teba Fed Los M1, get a little TikTok, go and look on the YouTube. I'm putting some answers in anybody, but I'm not going to tell you that. So let's go back to my brother here. These are Yoruba people that are hot. And when but what the Kawawoko, and I have evidence to back that. Because now that I'm not going on the Star Radio, I'm a bit more relaxed and we can continue the program. But please do not call. I beg you all. Analysis idele. I'll give time to call. And I'm going to stop charging all the device so that and I know sometimes we are not getting a clearer picture. Just bear with us. If I have to go and get a proper place to be using, it's going to cost me about 700 to 800 pounds every month. Tebatile funded, and I need the first 3 months up front. Koikimedia baby can sponsor yes, but for now, we have to manage what we have. So in Tobamberi M1, hello, sorry, Koikimedia, sorry, Facebook, but I don't repeat it on this program anymore. Mo fẹ́ fún yín nìkan tí àwọn ọmọ Kòmú ṣé Kòmú ni ní ìtẹ̀síwájú local government ní Ọ̀yọ́ state brother yẹn ó send message sí mi lálẹ́ àná ó ní Mr. Koiki ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo bá ń sọ yẹn kò lè rí bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. He sent the message at 21:19 tabani you are now in 12 p.m. in Nigeria, so UK is 1 hour behind ìlú tó máa ń yí aago padà nílùú yìí ẹja gbọ́n kan tí brother yìí sọ èèyàn kan ní Nigeria hold me down not to getting into Australia my daughter is there I never set my eyes àní Nigeria ó ti destroy wa. I am not saying that Tinubu should not work he's still the president but he must protect every Nigerian until we all decide whether we still want to remain in this union or not. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play This Came to Me. So that kẹ́lẹ́ mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn wá fẹ́ react but they are being held back by some element of people in Nigeria, especially the Nigerian police. And the Nigerian police is mixed. So you are likely to see Hausa in the Nigerian police in Yoruba land. It's the same thing in the north. And you are likely to see some of them are loyal to the Fulanis. We are not saying that every Fulani is bad, don't get me wrong. But the majority of them are creating pain in our hearts. And that pain cannot be pain in 2021. Oshiwalarawa. And that is why I have to remind you of that video I was playing earlier. But Eja audio yi.
Situation ọ̀rọ̀ wa gbètàbádé ń sìn pé rọ̀lẹ́ àná àwa sílé láti gbètà lọ lánàá tí wọ́n sọ fún ìgbàgbọ́ lọ sí àtàdéré rọ̀lẹ́ àná yẹn ìdásìn tààrà gbọ́ ni pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá àwọn ti pè àwọn balọ̀dẹ̀ wa lọ àwọn mẹ́ta ni wọ́n sọ wọn láti gba àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta wọ́n ti bá wọn ṣe mẹ́tìn. Ọ̀kan tó máa ń lọ wá àwọn balọ̀dẹ̀ yẹn ni pé àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ rí ẹni ọmọdé kankan nínú pápá o.
Inú pápá ní ìpè inú gbó.
Àwọn máa gbọ́ pé ẹni Fúlàní kan kú àbí nǹkan. Àwọn ọdẹ yẹn làwọn máa gbé àwọn balọ̀dẹ̀.
Ìdíyẹ́dá.
Àwọn máa kọ́ àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta.
Ìdíyẹ́dá.
Nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn o.
So wọ́n threaten àwọn ọmọ wa. Wọ́n threaten àwọn ọmọ wa tó fi jáde. Pé tó bá bí wọn dá tó bá wọnú pápá wọ́n máa kó gbogbo àwọn ọlọ́dẹ. So ó dáa kí Fúlàní máa pa wá. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? It is well. Ọlọ́run ọba Elédùmarè á wà pẹ̀lú wa. How long all this is going to continue, I don't know. But I pray that Bola Tinubu will protect many of us against the Fulani terrorists. I just pray. I want to change the position because of the lightning. So, tẹ́bá fi pé Koiki, I'm a supporter. Mo ti sọ fún yín, ẹ fún wa ní $30,000. We will move, we will scale. At least for the first 1 year, we will be operating 24/7. Koiki on 24/7 lẹ́nu máa gbọ́ Koiki láti àárọ̀ títí dijọ́ kejì ẹ̀yẹn kọ́kọ́ fún àwa lówó yẹn. We have lost the first set in 2023. Monica March election, I was here shouting. A lot of you were criticizing me as if I hate Bola Tinubu. Kí ni kàn mí pẹ̀lú Bola Tinubu? Tí bá fẹ́ jẹ lára Bola Tinubu 2015 I have access to him. So I'm gonna play because I'm just preparing to change. Because of reflection, it's a bit dark, so let's change, towards this side. So, and I'm gonna have to do it stage by stage, so that when they carry picture to our okay, they're too sensitive for you to see. So I'm gonna take us back to Igogon again. Emagbo, while I'm preparing for that, support wa. Ẹ̀yin fáwa ní support yẹn, káwa máa tẹ̀síwájú. Na fẹ́ jagun. Jagun kankan mọ́ nísìn jagun mọ́ àbá fẹ́ fẹnu wáyé mo ṣáà lè fẹnu jagun mo lè fẹnu ẹlẹ́nu já wáyà ní mí kíníkan gbogbo ẹni mò ń rí gbogbo ẹni mò ń gbọ́ láti ọdún mẹ́ta bí àṣà bí Lady K náà ṣe máa ń sọ tó ẹ̀kẹ́ tẹ́ ń pè lórúkọ kan bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń bú Yèyé Dára náà nìyẹn tẹ́ ń bú gbogbo wa kò mátà àwọn ẹni tó bá ti sọ pé ṣé báyìí lòun fẹ́ ṣe mò ń gbọ́ Lady K àwa láti accept pé there is nothing we can do sọ̀rọ̀ sí wa but ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ sí wa yẹn ẹ máa rántí pé we are fighting for the same cause but our fight fún Nàìjíríà mọ́ Nàìjíríà ti fail and this again is Igogon ẹja tẹ̀gbọ́ brother yẹn tán lẹ́ẹ̀kan brother tá à ń gbọ́ lọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn kí n tó tún move away from there so máa kọ́ rewind ẹ̀ padà again.
wọ́n ti wọ́n bẹ̀ lọ́sàn-án yìí ni wọ́n ṣá obìnrin
ṣe ń gbọ́.
bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe ní káwọn ọmọ mi jẹ́ ká lọ àfẹ́ máa lọ mẹ́kọ́ àfọ̀n torí àwọn iná ń pè káwọn ò lè lóko wọ́n lẹ́nìkan gbogbo ọ̀nà tápèlè àgbòrò ẹnìkan ò lè lóko tọ́lá làwọn fúlàní kan yìnbọn wá sókè babaláwo lálẹ́ àná so tension wà ń bẹ̀ mo ní káwọn ọmọ jẹ́ ká lọ àwọn àbí 20 wọ́n wà lókè ròdìsì búrẹ́dì 2000 ni mo ní kọ́ lọ rà káwọn ọmọ ẹ̀kọ́ fi máa fi ọ̀tà jẹ gbogbo ọlọ́bí fámìlì náà àwọn tí ò ṣiṣẹ́ kan tí ò ṣe kankan wọ́n máa gba sálárì wọ́n máa ṣe ogbẹ̀ wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ àmọ̀tẹ́kùn sùn wọ́n náà lọ kọ́líìsì wọ́n ní kọ́ máa lọ rẹ́gísà
àmọ̀tẹ́kùn lọ́wọ́
àwọn tó lọ rẹ́gísà
bastard
sáwọn òsínlù láti jẹ́
àmọ̀tẹ́kùn
nígbà
lọ́wọ́
tí kìnìún ti ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí
all your governors are liars.
ó yẹ kí gbogbo àjọ wà lórí fíìdì nínú àwọn tá à gbowó àwa ń perform àwọn tí wọ́n sì ní hope àti táwọn èèyàn rí gangan I didn't even see their performance at all it's as if we are just stupid we don't know what to do.
òyìnbó ńláńlá lẹ́nu ọmọ Yorùbá ó ní we are just stupid.
ọmọ kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹni sẹ́ríkì aṣọ tí ẹ bá fẹ́ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ àbí ẹ fẹ́ mọ̀ àwọn àgbààgbà kan sì wà nínú kára yẹn tó yẹ pé wọ́n ń ṣe inside meeting lábẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn àgbààgbà kan sì wà nínú kára yẹn àwọn àgbà yẹn ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn yìí mọ̀ pé àwa ò lè lọ ilẹ̀ Haúsá mo ti sọ láàfin rí àwa ò lè lọ ilẹ̀ Haúsá ká máa lọ ṣáyàwó wọn lójoojúmọ́ ká máa rẹ́pọ̀ ọmọ wọn àwọn kíní tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ń jẹta ni òun mo fi hàn yẹn ẹni tó ń gé lórí ẹni tó ń dúnú gbogbo abúlé tó ń finá sí tí wọ́n bí Yorùbá kan dá kó lọ ṣerú ẹ̀ náà ti di
ọbí wọn dà.
gbogbo tí Yorùbá yẹ pé mi ti súnmọ́ ọlọ́pàá mo súnmọ́ ọlọ́pàá ni àti pé mo rí kólóyè ìlú ni mí ni mo ṣe ń kọ̀ǹtún ara mi ohun tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú òkú tẹ́ni ti ń rí láti jèlò á ti sọ́ọ̀dà torí tí nǹkan kan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Fúlàní kan nísìn orúkọ mi ò dàbújá ìjọ ẹni wọn gbọ́ ìjọ mo ti ṣe fún Fúlàní wọn gbọ́ o wọn ní kọ́lọ́pàá máa wá mi o ìjọ tí n bá tó bá dé pé owó bá di pé àwa náà bá ṣéǹjì ojú ìgbà yẹn lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ gbogbo ọwọ́ agbára tí wọ́n lè fi frustrate yẹ tó òfin ní dá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mọ́ ni wọ́n máa ṣe so eléyìí ìjókòó tẹ ń pè ní ìjókòó àlàáfíà yìí ìjókòó àlàáfíà kọ́ àwọn ìjókòó àlàáfíà o àwọn step 1 àwọn ọmọ wọn wà pápá nsìn wọ́n ń bá àwọn ọmọ wa fà á gangan ẹ pé ọjọ́ ọ̀dọ̀ sáìdì nsìn kẹ́ ẹ béèrè ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ pé ìgbà ẹ béèrè pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú igbó wọn nsìn ẹ pé gan aládé lọ ẹni kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ pé tòun pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n pe fóònù kan sì kí n gbé sí spíkà àwọn náà wà náà pé ọ̀dọ̀ yín sìn kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n á sọ̀rọ̀ fún mi èmi ò lọ́rọ̀ púpọ̀ tí àwọn sẹ́ríkì torí bí wọ́n ti wọ́n bẹ lọ́sàn-án yìí ni wọ́n ṣá obìnrin.
So that is that. Now let's go back to Igogon. I'm just changing the position so that we have a very clear, now it's a little bit more clearer. That is what I'm doing. So bear with me, and I have to do it one at a time. So this one is also working like that. So we are good to go. Now, Igogon again, and thank you so much, for everyone. Let's take you back again to Igogon.
lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá ni mo ṣe fídíò yìí Sunday gbogbo iṣẹ́ tí Fúlàní pa bàbá sọ ẹ̀ràn wa kọ́ni lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ràn owó èèyàn lọ́wọ́ ogun bọ̀.
ṣẹ́rí gbogbo wọn ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ yẹn that is the job of the governor. Kòmú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Kòmú ní ìtẹ̀síwájú local government. Audio tẹ gbọ́ lẹ́ǹkan àyìn tọ́mọ yẹn ní wọ́n ní táwọn bá dé pápá ẹ ṣe gan ni ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń fún wa ní all these gifts lórí. The only way you can support us we take Naira, PayPal and the Kofi Mukia is the dollar Mukia Milen can say. So that is the way. I don't know whether my crypto is still working, but we need your support. We need a lot of support. Mukia Uba Grandma Tiewa Lorieto. A lot of people are concerned, very very concerned. Just like so many of us are concerned as well. So I think we're good. So I'm just setting everything back. So iPad Igon Muni Lati Beres in charge because Toba Yanisi Oma Beresin Losile in terms of the battery. So because we are still Mokibu Bolen can say, yeah, we're good like that. So it's not too bad now. So now let's go back again, and then I'll open the phone line in just about a few minutes as well. Like I always say, we're not here to disrespect you. My job is not to come and be disrespecting Yoruba people, no. But I am just here to say the fact. Èmi ò dẹ̀ mọ̀ bó ṣe ń sọ pé bó ṣe máa rí èmi ti sọ fún yín láti 3 years ago. We want if we want peace, a máa fi àyè peace sílẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, wọ́n para, wọ́n bínú. And we must do something now. Kó tó di pé ó máa wà bloody. And we don't want it to be bloody. As much as I know that is
Ṣógun ò ti dé òkú tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ báyìí sọ̀rọ̀ sí more than 15 ẹ wòrán Ṣógun ní àgbègbè òde iṣẹ́ Fúlàní lẹ́wọ̀n yìí o èyí Sunday lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ilé iṣẹ́ sí rí gbogbo akọ́nẹ́jọ́ ẹni dé ọ ti pọmọ Yorùbá tó bá ìbáyẹ ní díẹ̀ ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run má kí àìjẹ wa gbé gbogbo ẹ bá ti wo fídíò bá pẹ Koiki ẹjọ́ lọ́wọ́ báyìí
ọba àwọn pé Koiki
ẹ ti rí ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run fóònù mi tó ti fẹ́ kú fóònù mi ti fẹ́ kú ẹ wo ìgangan láwà ìgangan láwà ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣọ́jà Nàìjíríà lẹ́yìn ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣọ́jà Nàìjíríà lẹ́yìn ẹjọ́.
ṣeré nígbà tí ọmọ yẹn sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká shut down Nàìjíríà lẹ́yìn àwọn kan ní shut up which Nigeria you wan shut down because they love Nigeria. Look, we all love Nigeria to some extent, but now we started realizing that Nigeria itself does not love us. How can you love something that doesn't love you? You want to love Nigeria, but Nigeria itself does not love you. So now àti gbọ́ ti boy amapada sórí ẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká wá lọ gbọ́ ti àwọn bomb bastard tó ń sọ fún wa pé àwọn ò ní gbóúnjẹ wá sísàlẹ̀ and blah 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 blah. It will just come as an audio because I'm still doing some backup setup a little bit. Because money láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí charge gbogbo àwọn device, especially the Koikimedia, the YouTube. This one is still okay. Oshiwan is 68%. How many percent is it? But I have to adjust them as well. Also, just a quick news. I know some of you tabati gbenu le Biafra ṣe ni egun ara yin ma ń dàbí pé hey but why problem ti ni kò sí problem tèmi. I've told you that. Biafra Republic government in exile moves to prevent Imo governorship election. What in èmi sọ ilé fáwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń bẹ. I know you respect when they are putting, because look, don't say oh gbọ́, sit at home is sit at home, curfew is curfew. Má jẹ́ kí Hope Uzodinma kó lọ fìbọn yọ orí ẹ̀ bọ́lẹ̀, because these are the governors that are creating the crime, and they might say that it is IPOB, it is that. And IPOB is not a terrorist organization. It is already confirmed in Nigeria now, okay? Enugu State disobey. So this is not a joke. Ní on the 9th títí bí on the 12th, gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó fẹ́ travel lọ towards ibẹ̀ yẹn, mo bẹ̀ yín ẹ má dánwò. Tó bá dẹ̀ sọ pé Koiki dánwò ló bí yóò kẹrẹ́ máa lọ, ìtọ́jú ẹ̀ bá pàdé lọ́nà. To be forewarned is to be parí òwe yẹn. Ẹ má lọ má travel, má jẹ́ pé gbà ẹ ló máa ní ẹ oní business kan tó ń lé, jẹ́ kó parí gbogbo activities yẹn kó ṣí ọ̀nà padà kọlùkà. Wọ́n ti ní àwọn ọ̀fẹ́ governorship election, wọ́n wá ṣe wọ̀ ṣe. Simon Ekpa ti sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá, I was with him watching it quietly. Bí bá pe Simon Ekpa ń dá mi lóhùn, ìntẹ́mi àti ẹjọ́ ń sọ ìyàn ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lẹ́ anybody. Independent media lèmi. Mo dẹ̀ ti sọ fún àwọn ọmọ mi pé anytime tó bá ti ń release a statement ó gbọ́dọ̀ máa jáde lórí blog tiwa, because as far as I'm concerned that is our own media. So don't go to southeast, especially Imo. Ọ̀dẹ̀ náà máa block gbogbo highway. Don't joke with them. Don't joke with the Biafra. You can still joke with Koiki and Yoruba people pé ẹnu làwa níbi àjàkàrà. Má joke pẹ̀lú àwọn. They are serious. If you don't know, they are serious. So, between the 9th and the 12th of this month, oṣù yìí ni o, there will be a curfew, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Listen, don't take your chances. Ta ló sọ pé Nigeria is not finished ọ̀dẹ̀? Nbo lẹ́ni ẹ ti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Truly right ilé ní Nigeria is not finished, bomb bastard olórí burúkú ọmọ Fúlàní kò ní dá fún bàbá ẹ̀, kò tí finish. Nigeria will happen to your father and your parent olóṣì. Nigeria is not finished ọ̀dẹ̀. Nigeria tó ti ó ti wà ní red. Gbèsè tó wà lórí Nigeria nísìn in another 60 years tí san tán olóṣì. Ibi tí ń ra pátá Bandit and Picket ní Yaba olóṣì. Tó bá yẹ pé abroad ló wà ní kí ló ń ṣe labroad? Gbogbo à ń ṣe abọ́kọ́ ni gbogbo à ń fọ̀. Kò ní da fún ọ̀tọ̀ ní kí n máa abuse àwọn viewers ẹ̀ tani àwọn viewers mi. Mo sọ fún ẹ pé kó wá jókòó síbẹ̀, kò ní da fún bàbá tó bí ẹ̀ Sọjí Gbóyè, kò ní da fún àwọn tó bí ẹ̀ bomb bastard, get the fuck out of the program. Mo sọ fún yín pé mò ń wẹ́rò ni ẹ̀ ní sórí rẹ̀ yẹn máa le. Don't abuse your viewers olóṣì. Wọ́n strip yín naked àwọn olórí burúkú politician mọ̀ pé wọ́n abuse yín nìyẹn. So ẹ fi pé ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́mi sọ wọ́n abuse, they are stripping you bomb bastard naked ẹ̀yin olóṣì. Ẹ̀rọ jẹjẹ, you are being stripped naked. they are abusing you. Èdè tẹ́mi sọ yẹn ló wà concern ẹ̀rọ oúnjẹ jẹ ẹ̀rọ mímú gbogbo tí mo sì jẹ láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn is 11 o'clock tí ìpèrè ni mo sì mú ṣèbẹ̀rẹ̀ oúnjẹ tí mo jẹ lálẹ́ àná yẹn lòṣì oúnjẹ tí mo jẹ lánàá dòdò iṣu dídín àti salmon pẹ̀lú ọbẹ̀ ata níyàwó mi ṣe fún mi nínú ilé ìyẹn ni mo sì jẹ ìyẹn ò tí ì digest tán ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè you are being stripped naked because you cannot eat 3 square meal stop abusing your kò ní da fún ọ tó ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ born bastard kí ni kàn mí pẹ̀lú pé ká má abuse yín then abuse your viewers ẹ nílé lẹ̀dí mọ́ àwọn politicians yín you cannot see them kò ní da fún gbogbo àwọn governors yín lè mi sọ àwọn ń gbọ́ mi kò ní da fún gbogbo àwọn governors yín ni mo sọ wọ́n mọ̀ tó pè ní kò ní da fún gbogbo wọn mò ń dóde wọn ní London anywhere èmi ò ní lọ bá wọn pa à ń fa wọn láṣọ yà ìbéèrè ní tí mo ṣe fún designing wá sáré kàbàkàbà ìyẹn ló ṣe ń wọlé rọ̀ ní sọ́gbà tí wọ́n máa wọlé ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ gbà táwọn governors yìí ń bọ̀ lórí burúkú stop abusing your viewers ẹ̀yin ọ̀dẹ̀ ìyẹn náà lè ṣe máa ń ṣe jungle justice ìyẹn á jí pop we don't condone crime ìyẹn á jí pop ẹ sáré da petrol lé lórí ẹ sún kalẹ̀ àwọn governors yìí tó ń jalè tó ń jí owó rẹpẹtẹ ẹ lè lọ bá wọn kò ní da fún Ọ̀ṣínbàjò náà ara wọn náà kàn kí ló Ọ̀ṣínbàjò ṣe sí Rẹ́mọ yèbí láàpọ̀ndé nísìn ló ti di political analyst ó ti jẹ owó gidi Fẹ́mi Adésínà dà nísìn ó ti jẹ owó gidi photographer Buhari dà nísìn yes nínú government àwọn kan máa lówó but we are talking about the population today kí ni Buhari ṣe after 8 years ìyà náà kọ̀ lẹ́ bá níbẹ̀ stop abusing your viewers olóṣì ṣé wọn kí n bá lóye lórí pé òun wò ní bíbá yìí ibi ẹ̀ ṣé ìbá gẹ́gẹ́ bí politics today one bastard ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ gbọ́n nǹkan táwọn olórí burúkú má láì sọ kí ló ń sọ àwọn olóṣì ẹ jẹ́ gbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ.
Every Nigerian has the right to live in any part of the country. Just of recent, Sunday Igboho was released from prison. But he issued a fresh
olóṣì prison wọn lọ ti release ẹ olórí burúkú Sunday Igboho was released from prison born bastard ṣé bàbá ẹ ló fi sínú prison ṣé bàbá yín ló fi Sunday Igboho sínú mo ní bàbá yín ní Sunday Igboho mo sọ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá mo ní tí Igboho bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ pé coordinator ẹ̀yin lọ fọ̀hún síta ìyí tí mo fẹ́ lélẹ̀ àtúntò àwọn kan tó máa pè wá Koiki ẹ má jẹ́ kí Igboho sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ kí Igboho sọ̀rọ̀ ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ tí Igboho sọ nísìn ṣé ẹ rí reaction àwọn olórí burúkú because they are just there waiting to activate ẹ má bínú ṣe charge àwọn phones yẹn lẹ́yìn mi they are waiting to activate I don't want any stupid people who have fi pé mo ń wá gbogbo yàn níbí báyìí ni èmi wà labroad èmi ìyàlẹ ó fi pé mi ni máa jìyà ni ẹ̀yin lè máa jìyà ẹ̀yin nìyà tó pọ̀ jù ìwọ̀nba nìyà tèmi máa jẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Fúlàní are scared of Igboho bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyá mi Dúpẹ́ Agboola wọ́n mo sọ fún yín pé every day I am live bí ṣe wà live báyìí nísìnyí Sultan of Sokoto wọ́n transmitted on bomb bastard Igboho náà kọ̀ ìyá gbogbo wọn mo sọ fún yín tẹ́ bá rántí mo kí bàbá mi Sulaiman Yusuf mo ní Igboho respect Tinubu náà rò fún ní ọ̀wọ̀ tiẹ̀ I will say more than that back end lèmi wà Tinubu fún Igboho ní ọ̀wọ̀ tiẹ̀ Igboho náà dẹ̀ fún ní ọ̀wọ̀ tiẹ̀ because wọ́n mọ tán pè ní Igboho but àwọn north mo sọ fún yín pé wọ́n mọ Igboho ju àwọn Yorùbá gan lọ máa play video ẹ̀ nísìnyí mú bọ̀ because mo fẹ́ kẹ́ rí ojú bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀ ní àwọn olóṣì àwọn mìíràn àlà ẹ̀ ń pa wá ẹ̀ ń pa gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lójoojúmọ́ ẹni ká dákẹ́ tó dìgbà tó bá pa gbogbo wa tán ká tó react ṣé ẹ̀mí ẹ fẹ́ kí ó dìgbà kan pa gbogbo wa tán èmi ò fẹ́ yẹn ìyẹn la ṣe ń kígbe why do you think America is making sure that their citizens are protected around the world America nìkan ni mo mọ̀ do you know that nínú ìjà tó ń jà ní Palestine lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn ǹjẹ́ mọ̀ pé àwọn America ti release àwọn ọmọ bíi méjì kan jáde America they will sacrifice anything only God knows what happened between Hamas and America wọ́n release àwọn méjì Igboho lọ́kọ̀ ya wọn so ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀yin advice wa we love your advice we love your feedback but what we are saying is that there are certain things that tábà ti jáde especially tí Igboho bá ní ká sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin fi tó kù sílẹ̀ fún ọba Elédùmarè ọ̀nà ló lẹ̀ ní ẹ̀ ó fún wọn ní 7 days ó fún wọn 7 àwọn kan tí yẹn Koiki máa kó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn no yes we will take advice and Ìgbòho jẹ́ ẹni tó máa ń gbọ́ràn kò sẹ́ni tó bá Ìgbòho sọ̀rọ̀ tí kò ní gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ kékeré bí sọ fún bá sọ bá àṣàtìjẹ́ta àbáànà tó tẹ̀ ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú Yorùbá nation Ìgbòho is solving kábíyè olúwa mi ọlọ́run àbá àdúró tì yín èèyàn ní Ìgbòho èèyàn kan pè mí I'm not gonna go into too much details wọ́n ní bàbá Koiki wọ́n yọ mí lẹ́nu ládùúgbò wọ́n yọ mí lẹ́nu gan mo fẹ́ ṣàwọn kankan wọ́n yọ mí lẹ́nu mo á send message sí olóyè mo ní olóyè bye bye oyè ni kó gẹ́tì nọ́mbà ẹni yẹn kó send ẹ̀ sóhun I send nọ́mbà yẹn kí la lè fi sun kí la lè fi sun olóyè kí la lè fún ju pé ká máa dúpẹ́ fún ọba Elédùmarè ní wákàtí tiwa yìí tó fún wa nírúyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ bá pe Ìgbòho ní nọ́mbà tá a máa fi ń pera wa then ẹ má yẹ kí n fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa ń pè mí tẹ́ máa ní Koiki kò ń ṣe gbogbo yín o but àwọn kan ẹ fi ìgbà kan máa fún everybody nọ́mbà Ìgbòho ni Mr. Koiki mo ní nọ́mbà Ìgbòho torí kí ni ẹ máa ránṣẹ́ sí èmi ni máa ránṣẹ́ sí Ìgbòho a ṣe meeting kan pẹ̀lú àwọn ìlànà èmi ni mo bá wọn ṣe meeting yẹn ní 2 weeks ago time difference yẹn kódà mo wà nù rọ́ọ̀bù mi tí bá lẹ̀ tí wà nù rọ́ọ̀bù yẹn oorun ti dé nìyẹn àyẹ̀rí pé lẹ́ǹkan kan máa ń wọ torí òtútù ni Ìgbòho dẹ̀ tí náà bá ti ń ṣe meeting yẹn kí n pè wọ́n bá pe olóyè ti sùn èmi dẹ̀ kó ti sùn wàláì nígbà tó máa fi di bí 1 nígbà tó máa di bí 2 èmi kan ti sùn ní wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ìyàwó mi tólóyè bá pè mí lóru bá wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ìyàwó máa dìde bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyàwó mi náà mọ̀ èmi ò wá mọ̀ bóyá the same thing lọ́dọ̀ tiwọn náà bọ̀ mo mọ̀ pé tí bá tólóyè bá rí miss call mi ó máa return call yẹn ó pè mí padà ní 2 coordinator ṣé kò sí mo ní àwọn tẹ́ni ká pè yín gbà mo ní but mo ti yanjú ẹ̀ a máa sọ̀rọ̀ tó kù láàárọ̀ la ẹni yẹn mo wá pè ẹni yẹn lánàá ẹni yẹn wá pè mí pé Mr. Koiki ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń bá mi sọ fún pé kí n bá wọn sọ fún olóyè pé ṣé mo ti bá wọn yanjú ẹ̀ mo ní mo ti send message olóyè busy gan èèyàn mélòó ló máa fà á lọ́tún lọ́sì yàtọ̀ sí Yorùbá nation ó ní family tiẹ̀ ó níyàwó lọ́mọ òun náà ní life tiẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ sometimes mo ṣe àpè lóye mo ní bá mi mo wà lórí kọ́ọ̀kan nísìnyí o gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ kọ́lẹ́ máa ó dẹ̀ ti get message bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn because ẹ̀rọ olóyè ó lè rò pé mi nìkan mo wà níbẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ ni bá mi ò ṣà jòrò mọ̀ pé tó bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ kò sí kí láàrin kí n fẹ́ máa record olóyè fún mo ní access sí ni lẹ́yìn àwọn ìyàwó àtàwọn ọmọ privilege ni mo ní àwọn ọmọ wa yẹn ó wà lórí kọ́ọ̀ni sí yẹn mo ní dúró náà jẹ́gbẹ́ lóyè nípa sí sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ máa dákẹ́ lólóyè ni ẹni yẹn mo ti pè é kò ní gbé fóònù but èèyàn mi ní kódà lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ lọ́la yìí ẹni yẹn náà ń lọ síbi iṣẹ́ lẹ́nìí oní tó bá di Friday ló máa lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ kò tún ní gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ká bèsè lédùmarè ẹni ọ̀dẹ̀ wọn pàwọn kan náà wà Nàìjíríà àwọn èèyàn wà Nàìjíríà yẹn nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn gidi tó jẹ́ àwọn èèyàn ńláńlá náà tó jẹ́ pé àwọn náà lẹ́nu bẹ̀ but olóyè ó fún wọn ní ọ̀wọ̀ ní gbogbo nǹkan láyé yìí olóyè fún àwọn èèyàn ní ọ̀wọ̀ lòun náà ṣe ń gba ọ̀wọ̀ yẹn padà olóyè wa ní kò likely pé o lè gẹ́tẹ̀ lórí nọ́mbà ó dàbí ẹni tó fẹ́ gẹ́tì nọ́mbà olóyè nísìnyí o fẹ́ gẹ́tì olóyè o máa lọ true mi nì àwọn kan máa tún fẹ́ kọ́nàkọ́nà ó dàbí pé yẹn ló fa ìjà èmi ò mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ o Abu àti Davido bí ṣe gbọ́ wọn ló ti ń lọ true èèyàn kan ó tún fẹ́ lọ kọ́nàkọ́nà àwọn kan dẹ̀ máa send audio á send ẹ̀sọ́ olóyè kódà àwọn ọmọ kan máa ń ṣe fídíò fún olóyè wọ́n máa ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ olóyè gan so eventually olóyè ni ó dá bí a kò gẹ́ẹ̀tì pa tó bá ti gẹ́ẹ̀tì pa sọ fún pé ọmọ mi nìyẹn olóyè kóyà kò ní gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wàláì ó sì dọ̀la kẹ́ni ẹ̀ tó fún mi ní feedback ẹni àwọn náà ń lọ síbi iṣẹ́ lẹ́nìí pé tó bá di Friday òun á lọ ṣe ìrìn àjò yẹn kò eléyìí ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú Yorùbá nation no this is olóyè dàbí someone that is a problem solver ìyẹn làwọn kan kò ní dá fún ẹ̀ jìnlẹ̀ mo tún sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé kò ní dá fún ẹni mo sọ ìwọ ń sọ pé olóyè kówó jẹ kò ní dá ìwọ ọdún owó rírá yẹ kí ló ń ṣe ní Turkey born bastard mo gbọ́ díò kan tó fi ránṣẹ́ sí mi òní olóyè kówó jẹ born bastard owó tiẹ̀ ni tó bá kó jẹ olóṣì yẹ born bastard èmi mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ Ọláyọmí Kóìkì ó mọ̀ pé mo pàdé ẹ ní Turkey wojú mi dáadáa ó mọ̀ pé mo rí ẹ so ó fún mi ní fàbú kan níjọ́ yẹn tí mo sì dì mú o ní $200 ló ń sọ fún internet a bomb bastard. Kí lẹ̀ ń ṣe ní Turkey? Kí lẹ̀ ń ṣe ní Turkey? Gbogbo nǹkan ẹ̀ ń budán ní Turkey ni ẹ̀ ń budán ni. Ṣọ́rẹ́ o ìjìnlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ pé mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sí ẹ ṣọ́rẹ́ ni mo sọ fún ẹ ṣọ́rẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ olóyè tó ń dárúkọ lórí iṣẹ́ ẹ ṣọ́rẹ́ ni mo sọ fún ẹ kó má bàa forí gbé èpè ìwọ jókòó sínú stúdíò sínú yàrá ẹ ò ń sọ̀kò ọ̀rọ̀ sólóyè ìwọ bomb bastard who the fuck are you ta ni wọ ṣọ́rẹ́ la kàn sọ fún ẹ ṣọ́rẹ́ I won't say more than that. Ṣọ́rẹ́ ẹ máa ṣe ti yín lọ bọ̀kọ̀ wa máa tún máa bú bàbá Akíntóyè táwọn tó tẹ̀ ń wọ̀ ẹ̀ bá ń bú bàbá Akíntóyè ó lẹ́nu tọ̀dọ̀ tiẹ̀ ibo ni bàbá tiẹ̀ wà tí bàbá ẹ̀ bá kú fún wa ní history bàbá ẹ̀ olòṣì olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè fún wa ní history bàbá ẹ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ wọn ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Ọláyọmí Kóìkì ni mò ń jẹ́ confam ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú Òde ọmọ pátí wà nínú movement yìí ó láwọn kankan tí a ti jọ wà lórí ẹ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá lé àwọn méjèèjì bí wọ́n ṣe jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá lèmi ní ọjọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá bọ̀ ṣọ́rẹ́ táwa bá ń bú Dúpọ̀ Onítìrì a ní right láti bú Dúpọ̀ Onítìrì ò ní right láti bú bàbá Akíntóyè gbogbo ẹni mo fi sọ ò ní right you bomb bastard. ẹja continue ẹja padà sọ́dọ̀ àwọn olórí burúkú Fúlàní mo ti settle up dáadáa.
Any community that are residing in Yoruba land to leave the region
ní sùúrù padà sẹ́yìn olóṣì.
Every Nigerian has to live in any part of the country. Just of recent, Sunday Igboho was released from prison, but he issued a fresh ultimatum for Fulani community that are residing in Yoruba land to leave the region within 10 days. This time around, we, the Northern Consensus Movement of Nigeria, will do everything possible to stop that move. And if he refuses to listen if he resists to listen, then we have no option rather than to ask Yorubas that are resident in the northern Nigeria to also go back to their region.
ẹ yẹ possible yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ ìtẹ́ wà ní north èmi ò ní kẹ́ kúrò ní north ẹ̀wọ̀n kọ́dún mẹ́ta la ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí kóra àwọn kan ní ẹ Mr. Koiki àti padà kí lẹ máa wá ṣe èyí bomb bastard kí lẹ ṣe ní north tẹ́lẹ̀ ìtẹ́ bá lè ṣe ní kẹ́ máa ṣe tẹ́ bá délẹ̀ Yorùbá. Let me say something. ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní north ẹ má fi gbogbo taratara jókòó sí north mọ́. ẹ má fi gbogbo taratara máa sọ ìdí kò ń ṣe torí Yorùbá ṣe rí Biafra mo send video yìí sí Simon Ekpa lánàá èmi ò ní sọ tó sọ fún mi it's not for public consumption. Oh my God nígbà tí mo send ẹ sí Simon Ekpa ó write nǹkan kan sí ó kàn send ẹ padà sí mi ni mo rẹ́rìn tí wàhálà bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Ìgbò Hausa máa overreact wọ́n dẹ̀ máa attack Yorùbá that's all but on our own side ní kẹ́ vacate north but ẹ má fi gbogbo taratara jókòó sí north ẹ má ṣe Nigeria is still working ẹ má ṣe ń tẹ̀lé ṣe níbẹ̀ but ẹ má fi gbogbo taratara these are saying that they will react they will tell Yoruba people to go ìgbà wo ni gbogbo ọ̀nìjọ́ go ẹ ṣe gan ni prophet Káyọ̀dé Ọláníwá èmi like àwọn prophet èmi náà like miracle wàláì ó kọ́ ẹ pé irọ́ ti pọ̀jù láwọn tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ miracle yẹn ni èmi náà máa ń gbọ́ prophecy mo like ẹ̀ prophecy náà dàbẹ̀ tó ń jókòó tó ń sọ ifá mo tẹ̀rí rẹ́nù tó ń kọ oríṣiríṣi episode yẹn ó ti jẹun bẹ́ẹ̀ so ẹ má fi gbogbo taratara. Nigeria is in a big miserable condition now. We don't have to stop talking about it. Oh yes, if the moment we stop, we have failed. We are not saying that Tinubu should not continue operating Nigeria, but we want him to operate Nigeria to make sure that the North do not hold all the military institution anymore. Àwa láwọn èèyàn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní military wọ́n bí bàbá ẹ̀dá kó sọ Yorùbá nínú military barrack tó bá yẹ pé lọ́ni mò ń pa ẹni káwọn tó jẹ́ cousin yín uncle yín kọ́ confam ẹ̀ fún yín tó bá sọ Yorùbá ádàbí àtẹ́ pé kí ló ń sọ níbí báyìí ni àwọn dẹ̀ ń sọ Haúsá ẹ má kí n tú yorùbá ọmọ àpò mi nínú Mr. Koiki ẹ fi kó bá wa nìyẹn kí ló dé ẹ̀wọ̀n kìtẹ́ bá ti ń fáyà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n ẹ̀wọ̀n kìtẹ́ bá ti ń fáyà àwọn òbí ní barracks mo dẹ̀ ti sọ pé interbẹ́ bàbá Tinubu fún bàbá wa ni move the military institution kò ní da fún bàbá ẹ̀ ìwọ tó ní bàbá náà stop the lie kò ní bàbá ẹ̀ ló máa parọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè born bastard mo ń parọ́ àbí bọ́ ṣe máa gé orí ìyá ẹ̀ àti bàbá ẹ̀ wá gbé lọ sí north ẹ̀yin olùlọ́ṣẹ́ ọmọ àlè you too dey lie kí mo fẹ́ gé nínú lie I am 6,000 kilometres from Nigeria mo ní pọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá rí mi nílùú yìí tẹ́ bá ti pé wàlátà tí wàlátà bá ní owó gbúrò mi for 24 hours all the British government terrorists ò lè pa èmi nílùú yìí á pa àwọn apàbà bẹ́ẹ̀ á pa àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ oh be terrorist náà dà I am still protected in this country à ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ń pa yín not in the Fulani alone economic wise kí ni Nàìjíríà ṣe fún ilé ni ẹ lè move from point A to B everybody has become a content creator ṣé yẹn wá jẹ́gẹ́ bí iṣẹ́ your life is being held and some of you will come here and say I'm telling lies what do I want to gain from telling lies kí mo fẹ́ gain I work with the Nigerian community what do I want to gain from telling lies so òfin pé mo make gbogbo nǹkan tí mo sọ I have more than enough security officers that I'm communicating with in that bloody shit old country called Nigeria ó ti sú gbogbo wọn from the DSS to the police and to the Nigerian military so what I'm saying is that Tinubu must now move part of the military institution from the north back to the southwest and so that we can have something to defend ourselves. Every military institution is in the north. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. It is time that the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu divide that section and move the military acumen, all the equipment, divide it to 3 so that over there big bass goes. The north invested the military architect in all the previous northern leaders. Jonathan could not do that. Ṣé mo fabricate yẹn ni olórí burúkú and you are telling lies. Ṣé mo fabricate yẹn jẹ́jẹ́ bí nǹkan tí mo fabricate. Níbo ni gbogbo military installment in Nigeria today níbo ló wà? Ṣé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló wà? Go and look at all your barracks. It's all empty. Kò sí mo sọ fún yín pé ẹ lọ sí police station ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kò sí bullet nínú ìbọn ọlọ́pàá kò sí bullet níbẹ̀. How do you want to fight people that want to kill you? How do you neutralize them when you must have enough catchment? All the catchment is in the north. In your consultation, only you are telling lies. Kí ni mo fẹ́ gé nípé mo parọ́? Oúnjẹ wà nílé mi. I am doing very well. Mo níwèé nílùú yìí. Èmi náà ti sacrifice. My mom has sacrificed. I have sacrificed to live in this country. And I have paid to live in this country. So tí bá ń gbasi fún wọn. But UK is still looking after me. So we are not here to pull Yoruba people down, but we are saying that Nigeria is pulling us down, and this bomb bastard are not. Once of our pé àwọn onígbóúnjẹ wa kò ní dá fún oúnjẹ tẹ́ ń gbé wá yẹn. Let's listen to them.
On the issue of compensation for our victims as a result of NSAS killing, Shasha Akinyele market killings, IPOB and ESN killings, we have been pursuing it for some years now. Since previous administration, a lot of promises were made, but still the federal government refused to fulfill the promise. So we are requesting Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on this issue of compensation to do something on it, as we are given 4 weeks ultimatum. If nothing is...
Let's play the devil advocate. Okay, there's been killing between the both sides. Let's just play a devil advocate now, just to be a little bit on their side. This killing. Okay, how do we solve all these killings? Lórí platform. How do we stop the fight between us and what they call even let's use the word, the Fulani headsmen? Because these are people that own a business. You are running a business and you are using your own business to interfere on another man's business, and we are killing each other. How do we stop the killing? Okay, we want to stop the killing so that we can live together. How do we stop it? How? Explain to me. And I'll open the phone line now in case you want to call in. But if you can video, it's on delay.
It's been done. Then we are actually going a peaceful protest, peaceful demonstration. Well, after which we will shut down the.
It is their right to peaceful demonstration. And I'm sure Bola Tinubu doesn't need to send soldiers to kill them. But Buhari Olori Buruku sent soldiers to kill us, as at the time we did the last rally in January in Ojota. Okay, we don't want to fight each other. We don't want all this killing. Oh, if you want to protest, go and protest. But he also went further to say something. Let's listen to it.
On all food supplies moving from north to all southern part of the country. This thing we have sent.
We will shut down all the food supply. Oh yes, we know that they're having a food supply in large quantity because Fulani does not disturb them on the other side there. Fulani can disturb àwọn in their own farming. Do you know why? We should ask them, why is it that ní ìsàlẹ̀ we are being bash every day? Our farmers cannot go to farm. And like I said to you, and I still have the yam, because we have a lot of food in the house, so how can we have a country? Hold on, you should have been one. You need the last time. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ wọ̀nyí. Níbo nílẹ̀ Yorùbá láti lè gbin ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀? Because all this plantain, èèyàn kan ní Koiki oríṣiríṣi oúnjẹ ló máa nínú ilé ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Because ebi kọ́ ló ń pè mí. Oh yes, ebi tí èèyàn bá ti ń ṣe ènìyàn ti ń jẹ. Àtayébáyé nìyẹn. Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ kí n máa ṣe Yorùbá nation kí n máa rùn pa? Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ kí n máa ṣe Yorùbá nation kí n máa rùn pa? Torí pé mo ṣe Yorùbá nation, mò ń bọ̀. I have sacrificed. And I'm still sacrificed. You don't have to believe me. I don't care. Tó bá yẹ pé gbogbo owó tó kọjá níwájú mi ni mo lò fúnra mi ni. Mọ́tò kan tó máa wà ní San Bíbà, èmi náà mọ̀ ru mọ́tò tó jẹ́. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá níbo láti lè gbin ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ tó pọ̀ dáadáa in large quantity. Ẹ bá ń fi sínú comment section. Olórí burúkú yìí sọ fún wa pé àwọn máa stop oúnjẹ kò ní da fún wọn tọ́ ẹ mọ reason táwọn ṣe ní upper edge ju àwa lọ. Fulani terrorists kò ní pé wọ́n disturb wọn in some areas but they are not disturbing them. But ìyẹn gangan kọ́ ní issue. Ṣé mọ̀ pé àwọn governors yìí they are bomb bastard. They are not investing in the farming sector. All our governors in Yoruba land, they are not. They refuse to invest heavily in the farm. Because àwọn rí pé it is the area that will resolve hunger in Yoruba land. We have all the land, but our farmers are struggling. Our farmers are struggling. We want to be farmers. Look, I wanted to be a farmer as far I have the WhatsApp group that tí bá lọ wo page yẹn nísìn màá lè sọ fún yín ìgbà wo la ṣí group yẹn. More than 10 years ago, I wanted to be a farmer. One in Ondo State has the best to be able to be a farmer in plantain. Wọ́n ní Ìkòròdú, àwọn kan náà ti sọ pé Ìkòròdú, àwọn kan ní Ogun State. That means pé we have 3 states that you mention fún mi nísìn. So why is the North thinking that they can threaten us with food? This is a time for dawn. There's a particular group that is called dawn. Mo bẹ̀ wọ́n ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa sọ fáwọn governors àwa lè máa bọ́ àwọn governors wọn ní gbọ́ sí mi lẹ́nu olórí burúkú ni wọ́n. But ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n ní níjẹ̀bú gan lọ́dọ̀ wa gan sẹ̀ níjẹ̀bú òde wọ́n ní a lè gbin ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ ní tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹyẹ ilé òkè ń jẹ́ àbí kíní kan lọ́ máa ń sọ ẹyẹ ilé èsì tí báwo lọ ṣe máa ń pọ̀ wó yẹn èsì tí kíní kan fi ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ṣe ẹyẹ ilé ń jẹ́ wọ́n bá bí ẹyẹ ilé kan dẹ̀ ní sìn kó jẹ́ ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ tí wọ́n ó ní sísítà mi kan ti máa ń fọ́lò kò ń ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá ó wà lórí Instagram mo ti mítẹ̀rì ọwọ́ ẹ̀ láti bíbáyìí kìnnì kan mú lọ́wọ́ inas yẹn ó lọ sí Indian she's doing very well now content creator gidi ni kódà ti bímọ ti ṣe nígbà tẹ́mi sì ń ṣe humanitarian service tí kò ń ṣaláriwo ẹni tó bá mọ gẹ́ọ̀ yẹn lórí Instagram ọwọ́ ẹ̀ mo mọ̀ bí i the right one ó dà ń pé the right ó ti wà cut out Ọlọ́run ló mọ ọ̀rọ̀ àìsàn tó ṣe nígbà yẹn ó wà bá mi nígbà tí mo wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ some years back kò tí popular nígbà yẹn ó wà lórí Instagram she's doing very well now. Mori tó ń dín ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ lánàá tó ṣe àwọn àtọ́kọ ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe oríṣiríṣi she's doing very well and I'm happy for her. We promoted her then, we talked about her, I brought her on the Star Radio UK. Èmi náà dẹ̀ máa ṣe tí Oríyọmí Hamzat ti ṣe èmi náà dẹ̀ máa jẹ màá dẹ̀ máa gbádùn bí bàbá wa Oríyọmí Hamzat he's doing very well bó ṣe a máa lọ Germany lọ France ìyẹn lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ kébì máa ṣe no activist lèmi gbogbo ọ̀ lè ṣe nǹkankan náà. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ní èsìrún à ń fi ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ṣe ní ìlú Ìjẹ̀ṣà ẹ̀yẹlé tó bá bí ẹ̀yẹlé ìjà kó lọ jẹ́ nísìn a máa gé orí ẹ̀yẹlé yẹn sínú pọ́ọ̀tì tá a máa jẹun fúnra rẹ̀. so intan sọ ni pé àwọn north tó ń threaten wa pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ yìí nísìn kò jẹ́ kó máa threaten wa tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn governors wa invest in it. rice lèmi fẹ́ ṣe rice ni mo fẹ́ ṣe ní 10 years ago pẹ̀lú máa kan ní Abẹ́òkúta ní Kọ́bápẹ́ rice wọ́n ní that is Ìjẹ̀ṣà eluloj ẹ ṣe gan ni níbo ni Ìjẹ̀ṣà má bínú ṣé Èkìtì nìyẹn àní Koiki ọmọ Yorùbá dẹ̀ ló pe rẹ̀ báyìí yóò kàn kí n ṣe ọmọ Ìgbò níbo ni Ìjẹ̀ṣà state wo ni ẹ má bínú pé mo tún béèrè yẹn o ntí yàn bá mọ̀ nìyẹn náà máa ń béèrè o Iléṣà níbo ni Iléṣà àníjẹ̀ṣà Ọ̀ṣun state ẹ má da brain mi rú ẹ ní Ọ̀ṣun state Iléṣà Ìjẹ̀ṣà ok ó náà pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni káṣó bàbá ti wá pilot ni bàbá ẹ̀ àwọn tó ń wá Nigerian Airways níjọ́ náà lọ Ọ̀ṣun state mo like àwọn ọmọ Ọ̀ṣun state but níjọ́ tí mo wá ṣe rally pẹ̀lú Ìgbòho ẹ̀ ń fi mí rẹ́rìn nítorí mo sọnù àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ mo dúpẹ́ fọlọ́run pé mo padà rí bá mi èèyàn kan níwèé ní Yorùbá Nation Army jẹ́ lówó tẹ́ fẹ́ fi ṣe army lẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ìta kọ́kọ́ ní pé ká kọ́kọ́ ṣíra wa létí ká disagree ká agree ká disagree ká agree tàbá ti wájọ agree débi kan yẹn àwọn gọ́vnà yìí máa yá dànù ni. So kí ni mo fẹ́ fàyọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé the north are threatening us with the food supply to the southwest. They have the right because àwọn ni wọ́n ń gba gbogbo fertilizer. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ farmer tẹ́ wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. How many times have you got ṣé mo get it? How many times have you get òyìnbó wàhálà nìyẹn? Ìgbà mélòó lẹ ti gba support lọ́wọ́ gọ́vnọ̀? Ṣé mo pé ní Ìbàdàn wọ́n á ti ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ farming yẹn rí? We have the best brain láti bá wa manage farming but today we are not getting support from our governors. So gbogbo pé wọ́n ń threaten wa pẹ̀lú ata àlùbọ́sà nǹkan kan yẹn it is just a waste of time. We should intensify farming in the south but how do we do that? Ìyá mi grandma àwọn Ondo state dé o Comfort Ológunjà mo kí sister Elaine náà. Plantain can be planted in any thick forest in western and the eastern Nigeria. Kí ni ìyá mi Grace solution kan sọ wọ́n ní Ọláyọmí Kóìkì Ìjẹ̀ṣà ní èrè ìlú mi yẹn o ọmọléṣà lẹ́yìn náà Abáyọ̀dé ṣe nice mo ti ń jókè níṣẹ́ ẹ ti jẹ́ kí n bá jókè báyìí níṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run. Let's watch this video and then I open the phone line fẹ́yìn náà ní 12 o'clock kẹ́yìn náà dá sí program ok ọmọ Ọ̀ṣun state ní àwọn ọmọ Ọ̀ṣun dà ó rẹ̀ pé ìyàwó mi jọmọ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ìyàwó mi náà ṣàbáyé ẹ̀ náà kí n tún sàn yẹn lórí social media kí ìyàwó mi máa ní kí ló dé báyìí àní sàn yẹn fún yín ó lè jẹ́ ọmọ Kwara ó dẹ̀ lè jẹ́ ọmọ Èkìtì ó dẹ̀ lè jẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn àbáyé lẹ́kìtì àwọn professor ló pọ̀ lẹ́kìtì but professor tó ń ta pọ́ọ̀fù nísìnyí gbogbo àwọn tó wà lẹ́kìtì support bàbá Akíntóyè. They even get support from international donors. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, not wọ́n gbádùn gan when it comes to farming. I'm not joking. Because ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n rí as problem to Nigeria. And yes, you can be saying that because tẹ́bá lọ́wọ́ tí Borno state governor kí ni ẹ̀ ń jẹ́ Zulum. Ẹ rántí nǹkan tí Zulum sọ fún wa. Zulum, the governor of Borno state. Ó ní Boko Haram may wipe Nigeria off the map. Àwọn olórí burúkú wọn sọ fún wa pé we are not gonna bring food kò ní da fún yín tẹ́ ẹ bá gbóúnjẹ wa mọ́ but àmọ́ fáwọn èèyàn wa nísìsiyìí tí bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé kò ní da fún wa ní Koiki àwa là ń ta oúnjẹ ní máa tú o ìwọ ló wà lábúròdì tó sọ pé oúnjẹ òun yìí o jọ torí Ọlọ́run má fi tẹ̀ kó bá wa o. How long let's put a test to it. How long do you think that if we are serious in farming in Yoruba land how long do you think that we can start feeding ourselves? Ẹ jẹ́ ká wà honest. Okay ní reserve oúnjẹ. So we are going to struggle for some time. I'm asking the question on all the platform, and the platform is very busy this morning because hot láàárọ̀ yìí. How long do you think that Yoruba land? How many years let it take to be able to feed ourselves, and then we start saving grains? Grains ni pé ẹ ṣáà rántí Joshua ìyẹn kan ní 6 months ìrọ̀lẹ́ pa I won't take that no 6 months yẹn irọ́ ni ẹ fabricated nìyẹn ẹ yẹ ká wà honest ìyẹn kan ní within 3 years. 6 months yẹn kò lè possible kí ló dé àgbàdo gan ká tó gbìn àgbàdo sí gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gan 6 months gan máa take time Tony Ages náà ní 6 months I don't want to agree with that ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà ní within 2 years ẹ jẹ́ ká wà realistic mo kí ẹ jáyàjáyà tó bá dago 12 máa ṣojú òpó Ìjẹ̀bú Ìjẹ̀ṣà ó sunwọ̀n Ìjẹ̀bú ò da Ìjẹ̀ṣà sunwọ̀n ẹnìkan kó méjì pọ̀ ní ohun Ìjẹ̀bú Ìjẹ̀ṣà àwọn òwe tẹ́ ń pa ìwé àwọn ọ̀gbọ́wé jàre wọ́n ti pẹ́ ní London break it down in English kí lè understand yeah I think 3 years èèyàn kan ní 7 years grandma mi kan Abọ́sẹ̀dé Rachel àwọn tó ń tọ́jú mi nìyẹn gbogbo iná lẹ́ ń tọ́jú mi o ẹ fún wa lówó ẹ bá máa fi account number síta máa pè síta fúnra mi gan nísìn we need a lot of money to be raised 3 years abi so within 3 years so tá a bá sọ pé within 3 years that means pé iṣẹ́ Tinubu nìyẹn o ẹ máa bèrè pé Koiki how we expect Bola Tinubu the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to make sure that food security ó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá within 3 years because òun ló wà ní government agbára ni kíyàn wà ní government ìyẹn ni Tinubu ṣe ní èmi ló kàn àwa ló kàn ìyẹn kan ní list if we are serious 1 year how long ṣẹ́rí reason why I pay because we want to grow different food now kò ń ṣe oúnjẹ kan là ń sọ how long it could take to grow this I got to factor into it so tẹ́ bá ń sọ pé 3 years I got to factor long term of oúnjẹ tá a máa gbìn because inú ẹ̀ náà la fẹ́ gbin epo ìyìn Mr. Dennis ẹ̀yin náà ní 1 year gbogbo yín tẹ̀ ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ 1 year yẹn I don't think we are being honest because a fẹ́ gbé àwọn researcher jáde researcher wà ní ICT àbí kí lẹ máa ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ ní Ìbàdàn how long ló máa take fún ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ máa ń pẹ́ ránkó wọn máa ń pẹ́ kó tó wù amacolex ó dà wọ́n ti send owó nìyẹn mo kàn rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Mr. Tunde exactly we should think of the processing bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ yìí nísìn ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún lọ gbé ọ̀nà dá because we want kò ń ṣe pé ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ nìkan even up to ẹja nǹkan kan there are so many things that we want to put out inú ẹ̀ náà la fẹ́ ṣe poultry irú nísìn ìyàwó mi lọ sínú store ó ní òun ṣerú mistake yẹn rí but sometimes tó bá rí kan nínú ibi tó bá ti ń rí tẹ́lẹ̀ eléyìí tuna in the oil ẹ má bínú ìtẹ́wà lórí TikTok èmi ni mo mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ èmi náà ń design kìíní ẹ̀ ṣé ká yọ àbí ká máa ṣe ní back kìíní ẹ̀ ṣe like it when you talk about grains within a year okay so a jẹ́ pé bí àgbàdo nǹkan kan wọ́n ní ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ó máa ń fẹ́ tó ọdún kan èèyàn kan ní orí àwọn ní research on most of the products are very high we must do a lot of research a ní brain tó pọ̀ jù nílẹ̀ Yorùbá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni think Yorùbá first so mo kí Abdullahi mo kí àyìntẹ́wà lórí mixella mo gbàgbé láíláí àjọ lẹ̀pa bí ṣúgà ni mo ní mò ń bọ̀ ní Ìbàdàn máa wá jàmàlà wọ́n ní ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ máa ń pé 3 years kí ló dé ogún dé nìyẹn so now tábà wo ẹja ní bíbà ẹja ló wà nù ẹ̀ and I think I should have one tí mo ṣí èmi gan lè jẹ́ odindi kan tán bí ṣe jẹ́ bàbá lélẹ̀ ní àwọn àrùn máa jẹ èyí tó máa lọ toilet so ẹ mọ̀ pé mi máa sọ̀rọ̀ èmi practical ní program tiwa kò ń ṣe pé à ń tẹ̀sí yín lójú so àwọn olórí burúkú tó ń fóúnjẹ dẹ́rùbà wáyé káyọ̀ fẹ́ńjẹ ẹ má jẹ́ kó fóúnjẹ dẹ́rùbà yín ìyẹn kan ní during our days in secondary school we used to have young farmers club bẹ́ẹ̀ ni a máa gbin paki a máa gbin àgbàdo àwa sún nínú farm the same ẹja tẹ́ ń rí the oil one olómi lélẹ̀ so olómi yẹn nìyàwó mi máa ń lò tá a máa fi ń ṣe kí ló ń pe tuna táwọn ọmọ yẹn máa ń jẹ wá fi àgbàdo sínú ẹ̀ ó dà pé mo tún lágbàdo náà ó dà pé àwọn basic oúnjẹ yẹn lẹ́ka so gbogbo pé wọ́n dẹ́rù bàbá yẹn Tinubu gbọ́dọ̀ make sure pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ní oúnjẹ for the next 3 years wọ́n ti wà níbẹ̀ nísìn. mo ní àgbàdo wà níbí báyìí nísìn so no chickpeas lele mo ní so ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílé ẹ má yẹ káwọn Fúlàní dẹ́rù bà wá wàláì ẹ má yẹ kó dẹ́rù bà wá àwọn onígbóúnjẹ wa ẹ kọ́ tó oúnjẹ wọn sílé náà eléyìí nísìn ṣẹ́rí if we can start with this àgbàdo lásán àwọn kan ní ẹ̀kọ́ ìkè ó ń tẹ̀sí Tinubu kọ́ nìyẹn báyìí àgbàdo lélẹ̀ mo lè ẹ̀jẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ òkè make sure pé kò sí ìta ti ṣí sílẹ̀ kọ̀sì máa kíyàwó máa dé nísìn kọ́ máa ní kí ló fi gbogbo oúnjẹ ní ṣe practical fún báyìí lórí program ok àmì kankan tó wà ń ṣíṣí so màá ṣe lè so mò ń bọ̀ ẹni sùúrù kémi máa ń láì fi practical ẹni láti fọwọ́ mi bìbá ti fẹ́ fọwọ́ kan jẹ báyìí so àwa tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní kitchen ká jẹ́ kitchen porter ká jẹ́ kitchen assistant gbogbo ẹni mo ti ṣe kitchen porter mo ti fọbọ́ nínú kitchen yan ṣe big deal you know chef gangan ló yẹ kí n padà dìbò mú àwọn tó ń ṣe chef yẹn wàhálà yẹn ti pọ̀ jù mo kí ọkọ yà now practical la fi ṣe nísìn àwọn olórí burúkú tó ń dẹ́rù bàwá yìí ẹ sọ fún bàbá wa Bọ́lá Tinubu pé a nídìí àgbàdo ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátá kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbìn tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ project yẹn ní 1st of January tó make it as a mandatory fún gbogbo governor wa by the end of next year a máa ní enough àgbàdo now a máa wá nídìí àwọn mo sọ fún ìyàwó mi mo ní Turkey ibi tí jìnlẹ̀ wà yẹn even though pa mọ̀ pé 419 Nigeria ṣé mọ̀ pé mo lọ wo UK Turkey relationship UK and Turkey máa sọ tí UK máa import wá sí ìlú ìfún yín and I'm not being serious now ẹ mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ búbú kọ́ la fi búra wa mọ́nísìn mọ́ ní bóyá mọ́nísìn ẹ̀ má wọ̀rí mo fẹ́ lọ wo UK and Turkey trade wo ló wà láàrin wọn. The UK and Turkey have an existing FTA mo ti mọ meaning FTA àfi tí bá tó lọ search it, which is based on outdated provisions from the 1990 negotiated when the UK was a member of EU and only cover goods. We are committed to negotiating a new modernized FTA that is fit for the 21st century. A fẹ́ jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà máa jẹ́ ìlú máa represent wa ní UK. A fẹ́ kó jẹ́ Yorùbá government la máa trade pẹ̀lú UK. But ìtí mo fẹ́ mú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé irú business wo ni wọ́n jọ ń ṣe tó pọ̀ mo lọ sórí gov.uk nísìn. Now, according to the government calls on the business expertise to boost the trade with UK. The UK is seeking views from businesses and wider public on UK negotiation objective for the new trade arrangement. Ṣé àmọ̀ pé èèyàn kan pè mí láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ mo mọ̀ gbé sí speaker kí ló pè mí fún business. Now tẹ́mi bá lọ sí business summit yẹn èmi lèmi gbé ní UK ìwọ tó wà ní Nàìjíríà wọ̀ fún ní visa. Now èmi àwọn adé oríṣiríṣi bí okay wọ́n ní free trade arrangement ẹ̀ ṣe gan ni ẹ̀yin ọgbọ́dọ̀ wà lórí program káwọn tó mọ̀ pa wọ́n ti sọ pé free trade agreement ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀ ṣe gan ni FTA. Now mo kí Bishop Adesina wọ́n ní 1 year with a mechanized farming ibi tí mo fẹ́ lò gangan nìyẹn because nígbà tí mo wá lọ ka kínní this was published on the 2nd of November mo wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń kà lọ. The government invite businesses to shape UK objective for fresh trade talks with Turkey. We expect Bola Tinubu and our governors to be serious. Owó tẹ̀ ń kó jẹ yìí ti pọ̀ jù. Ẹ put owó yìí padà into the community. Ẹ tẹ̀ jẹ́ ká elevate àwọn èèyàn wa díẹ̀. Ẹ sì forget pé ẹni tó bá kú ló máa lọ bá ẹni tó bá kú ló máa lọ sọ́dọ̀ heaven àbí lọ sí. No, ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gbádùn ayé yìí díẹ̀. All these máa ṣe nísìn àgbàdo ni. But àgbàdo yẹn kó tó di pé máa di eléyìí a gbọ́dọ̀ ní àwọn machineries machinery yeah. Ìyẹn kan ní if Tinubu really want to work all this can be done with ìyẹn mo ṣe sọ pé we are not here àwọn kan fẹ́ kò ní da fún àwọn tó fẹ́ ká máa bú Tinubu no a ní bú Tinubu but a máa pè é sórí program ní gbogbo ìgbà he is not a Yoruba nation person but responsibility ẹni so that eléyìí táwọn northern fi ń dẹ́rù bà wá nísìn kí Tinubu ṣe kí ni kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí prep ẹ mọ̀ kí mo ti ní kó move military the next thing is food tí méjèèjì yẹn bá ti wà ní kápá wa we can shut down Nigeria òun wà ní government ó ní access láti ṣe quicker àwọn ò sí ní government àwa kàn sọ pé we should continue the push àwa wí tán wèrè ìjìnlẹ̀ ń sọ pé wọ́n ti endorse Tinubu wọ́n ti òun wà ní Turkey sẹ mo ní kò lè kúrò ní Turkey tó wà yẹn kò lè ṣerú business tó ń ṣe ní B pẹ̀lú UK èmi Ọláyọmí Kóìkì mo lè ṣe business lọ sí Turkey because mo níwèé nílùú yìí ìjìnlẹ̀ ò níwèé ní Turkey láti ṣe business wá sí ní UK tó bá yẹ pé rọ́ọ̀nì mọ́ pa ẹni kó kọ lẹ́tà kan wá sí UK pẹ̀lú businesses kankan tó bá fẹ́ ṣe ṣèbí àwọn business kìíní kan ló pè mí láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ on the 20th Ọlọ́run fún mi ní àlàáfíà àti èmi gúngùn màá try láti lọ síbẹ̀ tẹ́ni bá wá lọ sáwọn summit yẹn nísìn expectation mi ni pé I should be able to come and tell Yoruba people tó bá jẹ́ pé serious government láwà ọmọ mo máa lọ síbi tí mo rí ibi tó ti ń ṣe machine tó lè process kìíní èèyàn kan send message mi lánàá ó ní Mr. Koiki catalog kìíní kan gbogbo I'm not into all that because but in reality bó ṣe jẹ́ kájọ máa trade nìyẹn èmi náà fẹ́ lówó náà ẹ fẹ́ kí n máa wá síbà kí n máa tọrọ owó lọ́wọ́ yín ní gbogbo gbà but when we don't have a system that is working. So now, the government invite businesses to shape UK objective for fresh trade talks with Turkey. Tí bá fẹ́ ṣe business pẹ̀lú Turkey nísìn, I will be better off to do a business with Turkey than Nigeria. You know why? Because the UK government will protect my interest as a business owner in this country. And what about that funiwe? We expect pé kó jókòó lórí benefit. You got to go out there and work. And that is why the UK government is not giving me access to public recourse. Ìwé tó fẹ́ mi nílùú ìmọ̀ lè fi gba owó ìjọba ìlú yìí. So that means that I have to be out there working my ass rather than sitting. UK government ràn mí ṣe ilé tí mo ṣe. Ìtọ́bẹ̀ mi ni pé àwọn ti fún ẹ níwèé you can do business around the world but don't do business in the north. British government do not expect me to run a business in the north. You know why? Because terrorism is happening there. Maybe I should put it in that perspective to you. I want to do business. Mo fẹ́ find an opportunity. I can be a consultant. I have lived here for 25 years. Mama fi post ni. Ìwọ tó bá ṣe ń dé lọ́la, tó bá dé lẹ́nìí, àwa tó bá níwájú, o gbọ́dọ̀ respect wa. Tèmi náà bá padà wá Nàìjíríà nísìn, èmi náà gbọ́dọ̀ respect yín because èmi ọmọ Nàìjíríà. Tí bá wá Nàìjíríà máa mú mi káàkiri ni. Ẹ̀rí tí mo ń béèrè pé bo ni Ìjẹ̀ṣà wà. Ṣé ẹ̀kọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá mọ ibi tí Iléṣà wà? Nígbà tí mo gbé níbẹ̀, ibi tí mo gbé tí bá dijú mi nísìn, mo mọ kò síbi tí mo mọ̀. But what we are saying is that I cannot do any business in Nigeria because mo ò lè vet yín ní Turkey bó ṣe wà yẹn. Tí bá ní problem pẹ̀lú any industry tí bá ṣe business, UK government will protect my interest. How are they going to protect my interest in Nigeria? Because Nigeria is not a country. These are the factors. Kò ṣe pé púpọ̀ nínú yín a lè bá yín ṣe business. But tí problem bá go wrong, court ilé ẹjọ́ wo ni máa gbé yín lọ? Ilé ẹjọ́ wo ni mo fẹ́ gbé wọ̀ lọ tí bá bẹ̀ ṣe business? Mr. Koiki a lè ṣe business o. Màá máa pẹ̀lú business o lájọ fẹ́ ṣe. Business tí mo lè fẹ́ tẹ̀. So èyí tí mo fẹ́ mú jáde gangan ni pé the new modernized trade deal could boost trade with top 20 trading partners and support kí ló dé táwa àwa ọmọ Nàìjíríà àbí ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ́ pé tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ a máa ń ṣe expression ní agbọ́dọ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀ ká máa lu ọwọ́ wa báyìí ó kọ̀ sí mi nísìnyí we love to use our hand to do this ìyẹn kan fún mi ní love ó dà pé yẹn máa ń wọ́n dí àbí ẹ ṣé gan ni thanks so much mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Mr. Tunde mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin àbúrò mi náà I feel for you guys wàláì oúnjẹ mẹ́ta ló wà wájú mi ebi ò dẹ̀ ti pa mí aago 12 dẹ̀ ti lù because mo jẹ oúnjẹ gidi lálẹ́ àná sùn nígbà tó dalẹ́ àná àwọn ọmọ mi ní dad mo ní kí ló dé ẹ̀yin ọmọ Oòduà kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀ o mo dẹ̀ wà lókè we need a drink àwọn fẹ́ juice drink kan mo ní ṣé inú òtútù yìí máa tún jáde báyìí kí àwọn ọmọ yẹn máa béèrè pé àwọn fẹ́ drink kí n máa lówó lọ́wọ́ wọ́n ní bí mi pé kí ni mo ní dad if this is not working ó kọ́ ẹ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ mi understand nǹkan tí mo gbé dání ni one is just a gesticulation òyìnbó yìí ti pọ̀ jù gesticulation èyí lóyìnbó Mr. Sean. So what am I trying to bring out here is that mo ṣe fẹ́ fún ní trade between UK and Turkey. This is how ṣe rí bó ṣe jẹ́ káwọn Yorùbá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ronú nísìnyí kò ń ṣe pé Nàìjíríà náà ní trade pẹ̀lú UK but it is not helping the people on the ground. ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá mi Kọ́láwọlé and everyone that is supporting. ìyá mi comfort ni there are a lot of things to do in our forest like it used to be before even more in this modern time but forest is tó ní internet. Èmi ti dé farm kan rí ní kọ́ba pé àyà mi já ni mo bí bàbá yẹn pé kò sí network níbí báyìí wọ́n ní kí n má worry everything safe ìgbà yẹn kò tẹ̀ tí sí I mean not that they were not killing us there. So the trade minister Nigel Addiston marked the launch with a visit to Vodafone, one of the UK largest investor in Turkey. Vodafone just like MTN náà ọ̀n jẹ́wọ́ gidi lára gbogbo yín kò jẹ́ kó wọ́n ó lè ní gbogbo wọn technology ti cheap especially internet èlò lẹ́yìn sọ fún data nísìn ní Nàìjíríà mo kí bàbá wa Kẹ́hìndé. The UK as at today November 2nd launch a call for input-seeking views from businesses and the wide public on UK negotiation objective for a new modernized free trade agreement bí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ṣe sọ lẹ́ǹkan FTA with Turkey. Now tí UK bá ti prepare gbogbo document tó ti ní MOU, that is where they now say ìwọ tó fẹ́ ní conference ó ṣe lọ ṣe conference on business kẹwàá pé gbogbo àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n conference kan bọ̀ ní December nílùú yìí about 30,000 entrepreneur December ló máa ṣe yẹn. Eléyìí tó pè mí fún láàárọ̀ yìí is another one because government UK ó expect gbogbo àwọn táwọn gbé níbẹ̀ pé má lọ jẹ́ dọ́là má jẹ́ kórìí ẹ lọ dọ́ta ẹ ṣe business ẹ take a risk because business náà risk ni. Now ẹ jẹ́ ká wá break ẹ̀ padà kí ni UK gangan kí ni wọ́n jọ ń trade pẹ̀lú kí ló jọ ń trade ibi tí mo fẹ́ lò gangan nísìnyí yẹn. Turkey tẹ̀ ń rí yẹn yẹn kan ní share the link. What link are we talking about? Ṣé UK lẹ́yìn náà wà? ẹni tó bá sí ní UK mi mọ̀ bá máa fún yín visa ẹ lè check ẹ̀ entrepreneur event coming up in the 30,000 tó bá jẹ́ pé yẹn lẹ́ ń béèrè 30,000 entrepreneur it's gonna be a big event. Kí lè rò pé wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe gbogbo eléyìí because wọ́n encourage àwọn ọmọ wọn pé kó prepare fún the business. 30,000 summit ṣe summit la máa pè àbí conference December de ló ń bọ̀ the entrepreneur summit UK then fi UK sí the conference okay mo ń bọ̀ màá sọ fún yín nísìnyí go to news okay mo ń bọ̀ December summit entrepreneur UK ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń gbé UK sí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kọ́sẹ́ mo go to all the global entrepreneur summit ticket ó yà pọ̀ lélẹ̀ yà pọ̀ lélẹ̀ màá ṣe báwo mo ṣe máa lè ṣe ẹ̀sọ́ ọ̀dọ̀ yín ní orí TikTok yìí kò mọ̀ ní spare phone ni táyà pé mo ní spare phone ni ṣé òun lélẹ̀ ṣá mo I've seen one but I want to be sure the global entrepreneur summit and it's a free event so tẹ́ bá wà ní UK ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣe businesses even tó bá excel in November no ti November yẹn làwọn tó pè mí láàárọ̀ there's another one in December ti November yẹn ó yàtọ̀ there's another one in November mo ń bọ̀ ẹ̀dàpọ̀n lélẹ̀ Global Entrepreneur Summit 1st of December in 2022 UK presents the 2022 Global Entrepreneur Summit mo ń bọ̀ a máa padà sórí TikTok yẹn I want to be sure of the event yẹn gangan if not ma lọ wọrí email mi nísìn UK to host àti sọ̀yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ rí African Investment Summit yẹn sì di next year n ti máa ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ lílé I go to all these summit and events and then I try to say we can do business around the world but Nigeria yẹn olórí burúkú country ni àárín kankan ṣe ń bẹ̀ gbogbo tó bá fi ṣe ọ̀nì jẹ́ kó possible ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ sórí email mi lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo bọ̀ mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nínú ilé pẹ̀lú wa ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Koiki Oduduwa mo tẹ̀ka comment yìí issue is just for 1 year ẹ ṣe gan ni bàbá wa Michael let me go on my email okay àwọn eléyìí ní international activate your e-ticket ewu lele every day I get a lot of things okay eléyìí ní ti 22 23rd eléyìí the international franchise show as you previously registered for a ticket to the international franchise show we wanted to share an exclusive free e-ticket with you for our sister event the business show so the business show yẹn ó tún yàtọ̀ sí ti December yẹn so I can share the link of the business show fẹ́ni tó bá fẹ́ lọ it's free ẹni tẹ́ bá wà ní UK even if you are not into business tó bá yẹ pé you are working into you are a public worker or private sector all these events are also great mo ní lè post ẹ̀ sórí Facebook because to block me lórí Facebook fún comment section but mo lè post ẹ̀ sórí orí YouTube wa and the phone line is open if you want to call a ṣe máa padà sọ́dọ̀ àwọn olórí burúkú nọ́ọ̀tì ọ̀rọ̀ oúnjẹ là ń sọ nísìn because food security is very very important grandma mi kan ṣe wọlé First Bank làwọn ti retire mo n fẹ́ máa dárúkọ wọn ìwọ tó dá kankan mọ̀ àwọn ìyá tó ṣiṣẹ́ ní First Bank yìí wọ́n ti jẹ Nàìjíríà àrùn tipẹ́tipẹ́ so líǹkì ti event 22nd yẹn ni mo share pẹ̀lú yín so if you want to come down there I might be there as well agbára Ọlọ́run kọ́lọ́n kó ṣọwọ́ àdìgbà yẹn mọ́ǹtì náà ni but there's another one coming up that I'm sure of kọ́ ẹ pé mo lè sọ pé bí báyìí ló wà nínú email mi ni ó lórúkọ tí wọ́n pè ní mo bí ẹbí mi ṣe ń put it out December summit ẹ jẹ́ nínú type ẹ̀ sínú search engine nínú email mi. There's a summit coming up in December. Entrepreneur, and I think I've registered already. So let me take out the December. If I'm thinking about anything, I'll come back on it later. Our journalists oríṣiríṣi la máa ń receive. Financial Times, I get a lot of message from Financial Times. What should financial professionals know to adapt for on certain economic context and the market shift? As the industry wraps up for the first half of the year, industry experts look towards what lies ahead of an industry influx. So some of the upcoming events, June lele Amsterdam, next year October, due diligent October, New York lele. Gbogbo tí n fẹ́ máa ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ lele ó lè tó guest talk pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Global Wealth Management Summit, because you do a lot of network. It's a Moral Money Summit Africa, and some of them you have to pay a lot of money, but you don't get free. If you want to pay a lot of money, I can't find the one on December, but I'll come back to that. And now I register for something in December. Okay, London week in Yatiton already. All right, let's move forward so that we don't get stuck on that. But I'll find it later. But it's definitely coming up in December. So èyí mo sọ fẹ́yìn tí mo mọ̀ bí ọmọ mi wà tó béèrè lẹ́ǹkan wọ́n pè yẹn ní the London Business Show 2023 tẹ́ bá wà ní UK àbí tẹ́ wà ní anywhere abroad tẹ́ bá lè make it, you will see orí o gbọ́dọ̀ lọ sáwọn event yẹn ààrẹ a máa dìde ní pé ẹjọ́ sí bíbẹ̀ ẹ̀ ń ṣe content èlò ní content wàá jẹ́wọ́ gidi kíákíá connect pẹ̀lú the right people, the right network, kò kàn ní kọ́ fún ẹni 1% nínú business yẹn wàá rò pé ṣògùn owó ni jókòó yẹn pariwo Nàìjíríà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sórí Turkey àti UK jàre ibi tí mo ń bọ̀rọ̀ lọ. Turkey is a great strategic partner and we already have a striving trading relationship up more than 30% in last year alone. I am incredibly excited to start upgrading our FTA, opening up opportunities for growth and giving British businesses, which I am one of them, because living here, èmi ò ń ṣe tó fi visa wọlé, ìwọ tó bá fi visa wọlé má try láti ṣiṣẹ́ nílùú yìí tó bá mú ẹ ọ máa revoke visa yẹn o èmi ò tẹ̀fẹ́ advice pé kò ṣe ó yí nǹkan tí mò ń sọ mo mọ̀ pé ìwọ tó bá dé tó bá fẹ́ padà lọ problem tiẹ̀ nìyẹn kò ń ṣe problem tèmi ìwọ náà di tí ni o máa kọ́kọ́ di illegal immigrant but make sure pé o ní application Home Office tó o bá ti ní application Home Office tó bá ti gbé ẹ it will be a very bad one kò dẹ̀ sí case kankan tó good so máa kí ní kankan fún ẹ ní fàbù pé mo fi visa tó bá wọlé tó bá ní òlọ́mọ náà nìyẹn ìwọ náà di part of us nìyẹn 25 years lèmi náà lò 15 years ló tèkì tó gbàwé mi tó bá ní òlọ́mọ náà nìyẹn kò sí kankan tó lè fi ẹ ṣe fact ni mo kàn sọ yẹn so tó bá ń sọ pé àwọn àtàwọn ti níwèé irú àwọn báyìí ta fi ṣe business British expect mi kéèkì máa ṣe business ni wọ́n rán mi ṣẹlẹ̀ tí mo ń ṣe yìí but eléyìí is good because it's the future èmi náà fẹ́ wà nínú mo fẹ́ wà nínú futuristic mo tẹ̀ rò pé bàbá yẹn ń ṣe ọ́díò lé lórí ni ta ló ti gbọ́ fídíò máa yẹn bàbá tó ṣe fídíò ní Japan ẹ ṣáà ti di mo ti post ẹ̀ sórí YouTube àti Twitter àti orí Facebook ibi táwa náà láti wà nìyẹn mọ́tò tó ń drive tó ní driver ìwọ sí ìwà síbẹ̀ ó ní Ìgbòho is talking too much ọ̀dẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ pé mo fi bọ́ anybody mo ní sìn. How many of you saw the video? How many of you saw the video? So how do you want me now to bring that kind of investment to Nigeria nílùú tó ti gàdá yẹn mo post ẹ̀ náà sórí TikTok now. So now UK sọ pé òun àti Turkey ní last year 30% but wọ́n fẹ́ increase it. I am incredibly excited to start upgrading our FTA, opening up opportunities for growth and giving British businesses wọ́n sọ pé Nigerian businesses ẹ ṣe gan ni boss wọn náà wọ́n ti rí fídíò yẹn náà lánàá àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yẹn nísìn mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa wọ́n ní Nigerian businesses British businesses better access to market of some 85 million people wọ́n pọ̀ bí ẹrú ní Turkey yẹn náà. ṣe rí tó ń lò ní Nàìjíríà ni pé wọ́n ń lò wá bí guinea pig nítorí àpọ̀ a lè sọ fún wọn pé tó bá jẹ́ pé ìṣẹ̀fẹ̀ lò wá bí guinea pig ẹ jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ pín country iná ká tẹ̀ wá máa jọ lóra wa ní guinea pig. But mistake táwọn Nigerians ṣe ni pé they are seeing Nigeria as a big country numbers but numbers yẹn o rí oúnjẹ jẹ o rí àgbàdo jẹ o rí ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ jẹ ẹyẹlé gan ló ń jẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹyẹlé bá jẹ nísìn àfi kẹ́ ẹ gé orí ẹyẹlé yẹn kẹ́ gbé sínú abọ́. ìyẹn kan ní you remember that most of the year trains in UK are not driven by drivers. So in terms of fáyín ọmọ Yorùbá ni pé Bọ́lá Tinubu can do 3 years magic when it comes to food security. tó bá ti fail mo kí ẹkúnlé bakers tó bá ti lè fail ó fail kò fún ní restructure kò fún ní food security ọmọ ká lọ máa múra sílẹ̀ fún sùrùtù lórí M1. now mo fẹ́ ibi tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ gbọ́ngàn lélẹ̀ a ti sọ̀rọ̀ pé ó máa take wa ní 3 years láti ṣe kíni láti put together what is called food security. tàbá ti kọ́kọ́ wá ní ìta máa jẹ àwa máa ṣe tá à ń pè ní owó ìṣàlẹ̀ kan Bible ìtàn Joshua tó ní a lot of oúnjẹ àwọn oúnjẹ yẹn kò ń ẹ lè gbé ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ sínú ilé nísìn tó bá ti dé stage kan ó máa override ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ wá ṣe kí ni ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ either export ẹ láti fi make owó yes or ká preserve ẹ so báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ preserve ẹ òun lè ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ jáde nísìn nínú communication pẹ̀lú Turkey àti UK kí ni wọ́n tó ń trade tó pọ̀ jù kò ń ṣe kí Nàìjíríà máa náà lọ ra weapon lọ́wọ́ Turkey àwọn ló fẹ́ fi pa ẹ ṣe gan ni gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ ń darapọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń fi comment ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ fi comment náà mò ń kí yín mo ní láti mo wọ́ọ̀rì pẹ̀lẹ́ mo kí gbogbo àwọn tó wà lórí Twitter space there are few Biafrans there I don't know whether they even understand what I'm saying because Yorùbá là ń sọ látẹ̀ǹkan I think there's a call coming through nígbà tí mo ti ní káwọn èèyàn pè ẹ jẹ́ ká gba kọ́ọ̀lù yẹn ká má tún ní Koiki wọ́n náà lọ ní ká pè wàhálà ẹ̀ pọ̀ o ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ gba kọ́ọ̀lù yẹn ẹ ní sọ̀rọ̀ ta ló ń pè wá ok Bishop tí Bishop bá dẹ̀ ti sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn Bishop máa polówó ọjà wọn tó bá bí ẹ nínú kò sí nǹkan tá a máa ṣe sí tó bá láìkì rúbà yẹn problem tiẹ̀ nìyẹn kò ṣe problem tiwa torí gbogbo akọ́lá mọ Facebook tá a fi ń fi details wá síbẹ̀ gbóhùn sókè Bishop Adésínà ẹ̀rẹ̀ kùnàwó àgbọ̀n yín dáadáa o ṣé látọ̀dọ̀ mi náà àbí látọ̀dọ̀ yín ẹ jẹ́ increase volume yẹn bíálá ok ó yá ẹ gbọ́n sókè ó lò gan ṣé ẹ̀ ń lo earpiece ni cause gbogbo ìjọba náà jẹ́ máa ń lo earpiece ẹ yọ earpiece yẹn. a manager ó lò gan but a manager very low. Oh sorry èmi ni mo connect ẹ mọ speaker ẹ má bínú. oye ẹgbọ́n sókè à ń gbọ́ yín nísìn ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ là ń gbọ́ yín sẹ́ Bishop ṣé Bishop ti lọ hello Bishop ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́sẹ̀ à ń gbọ́ yín.
Okay first of all mo fẹ́ congratulate you on your award on Saturday in Benin Republic Yoruba Nation Office Benin Republic Baba Akintoye award you officer of the order of Yoruba land.
àwa la máa jẹ́ pé ẹni tó bá dùn mọ́ ní problem tiẹ̀ nìyẹn kó náà lọ ṣe tí mò ń ṣe kálẹ̀ fóun náà láwọ̀
ọmọ mi náà mo dúpẹ́ o
ẹni tó bá níwọ̀n kò tẹ̀wọ̀n lọ́rùn kò sí nǹkan tá a máa ṣe sí i.
More than 1,000.
Very good. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn tó gba award. Àárín kan fi ṣe.
With the frame and medals. Yes. Now, lórí tọrọ táwọn Fúlàní tán ní.
Àwọn ní gbóúnjẹ wa mọ́ kébí bá pa wá ǹjẹ́ mo ní lọ ṣe tí kan sí báyìí ilé tuntun. Ọ̀rẹ́ mo ń gbọ́dọ̀ yín.
Gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tó wá sọ tó ní wọ́n pa àwọn èèyàn wọn ní ṣàṣà.
Ó ń bínú.
Now ìyẹn ò kan Yorùbá Nation ìyẹn ò kan wá Nigeria government ló pa wọ́n. Kí Nàìjíríà tí ó bá dẹ̀ béèrè tó bá dẹ̀ demand from Nigeria government tí Nigeria tó bá fún wọn lówó then we people in Lagos will rise for the demand of more than 999 people that was killed in Lekki toll gate. The record in the hospital said 999 people. I mean, there are more than that, but that is the corpse.
And that's a big number. And the man rántí pé kò ń ṣe Lagos nìkan mọ́ fẹ́ ká máa put pé Lagos even in Oyigbo, because people were killed by Wike in Oyigbo during the same endsars yẹn náà ni o, but Oyigbo làwọn kàn ń pe tiwọn lọ́hùn. Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè.
Now in the hospital those corpses were tagged to endsars. So Nigeria government killed its citizens, and if they will pay the northerners that were killed, they should pay the people that were killed in Lagos and the south also.
Yeah.
So it's not a factor. It's not a factor. Komaro yẹn mọ́rọ̀ kò sí ìtọ́kàn Yorùbá pẹ̀lú Yorùbá kan ló pa wọ́n. Àná dàbí presentation aráàlú wọn ni Buhari gave the order. Fulani president gave the order. So he should go and he should stop talking about Tinubu. He should start mentioning Buhari's name. Who gave the order for massacre of his own citizens? So the command go ìyẹn àtẹ́nìyẹn. Náà lórí pé àwọn ò ní gbóúnjẹ wá mọ́ kò ní ta fún wọn tó bá gbóúnjẹ wá. Ọdún tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbé oúnjẹ wá padà sílẹ̀ Yorùbá kò ní ta fún wọn. Reason is because they cannot survive without the South. Gbogbo oúnjẹ wọn yẹn wọn ò lè jẹ wọn ò dẹ̀ lè ta fúnra wọn except they come to the South and sell it. During the time that they blocked the bridge of Jema during that time for 3 days, all the perishable goods spoiled. At the time that they released them that they should come inside, they were selling the product as a bazaar giveaway. They said they lost so billions of naira. Look at that. What they are
doing. Ilé ti lọ́lẹ̀ ní láti charge.
Who are they to be threatening the southerner with their own food?
Àgbàlagbà ní mímú gbọ́dọ̀ mú kékeré. Mo ń gbádùn yín jàre, Bishop.
Ọdún tó bá láwọn fẹ́ wá ta oúnjẹ yẹn kò ní ta fún ọmọ àlè ní.
Ọmọ àlè ní wọn.
Tó bá ta oúnjẹ yẹn. Because wọ́n gbóúnjẹ wá láti náà tó sàn gbóúnjẹ wá láti náà tó.
Ní láti charge ìdòrí fún ọmọ àkúmọ̀ wọn lẹ́nu.
Oúnjẹ wá láti orí omi, oúnjẹ wá láti Benin Republic.
Wọ́n ti gbàgbé pàwọ́ la lomi.
Oúnjẹ tẹ̀sẹ̀ ń wá láti
Wọ́n ti gbàgbé pàwọ́ la lomi, Bishop. Mo ní wọ́n ti gbàgbé pàwọ́ la lomi. Tá a bá tẹ̀ ní oúnjẹ ta fẹ́ gbìn a máa import ẹ̀ wọlé tá máa fi stable. Let's start charging the safe note on Marco.
Because I was listening when you are talking about where they can gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ́. Kò tẹ́ ṣe pé o fẹ́ gbé mechanize ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ máa lálẹ́ wù. Within 1 year ẹ máa tẹ́ ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀. Within 1 year. That's what I was saying when I was commenting on it. Ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ máa lálẹ́ wù fúnra ẹ̀. Then within 1 year ti máa ká ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀. Including in Lagos. Ní Lekki lórí Iyanrìn ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ wù bẹ́ẹ̀. I went to Osun State.
Ọ̀fẹ́ máa threaten wọn pẹ̀lú pé àwọn àníjọ́gẹ̀dẹ̀ ọ̀gbọ́n bastard.
When we went to Ile-Ife. We went to Ile-Ife ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ wù lórí àpáta. Are you hearing that? In Ile-Ife, that place that we went to, is a mountain, is a rocky area. Ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ wù lórí àpáta.
Ẹ bá ń ṣàlàyé fún wọn, Bishop. Èèyàn kan bẹ̀rẹ̀ bá ṣe wà online. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé life là ń ṣe ni? Mo gbádùn yàrá, Bishop.
So they can't threaten us with food. I think they don't know who they are talking to. Maybe our new batch of Fulani tó ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wọlé wọ Nàìjíríà ni. They don't know because Fulani tó ti pẹ́ níbí ó máa ń dá Yorùbá mọ̀ yàtọ̀, and they don't live in their land. They like to come and live among the Yorùbás. You stay in the north, you are threatening the Yorùbás, the south. Ó ní gbóúnjẹ wa mọ́ kò ní takú àti wà tó ń jẹ. So continue for now.
I said on the Bishop. All right then. Mo fẹ́ jẹ́ yín ní ọmọ mi jẹ́ ìdìbò kékeré tó kù lálẹ́ àná. So ẹ ká ṣe máa bẹ́ẹ̀ tó yẹn lọ phone line wa ti wà open number wa ẹ bá fi síta +44 74 044 05917. While I'm still almost going to do that, mo fẹ́ kó rán wa létí pé the Turkey is thriving on tech, manufacturing, transport, infrastructure sector have generated a surge in demand from international expertise in the recent years, presenting significant opportunities for the UK companies. UK service export to Turkey already on the up, increased by 54%, £2.1 billion ní Turkey àti UK jọ ṣe ní 2022, with the key sector including transport, financial services, architect and audit. A new FTA with modern provision for services and the digital trade could turbocharge, that means pé turbo ẹ̀mọ́ tó ń pè turbo ó máa lọ bàbàbàbà. Turbocharge, this creating opportunities for the UK businesses and giving them a competitive edge on the companies from other countries. So Marco play nǹkan kan fún wa kémi fi lọ dín ẹyin lẹ́yìn ẹ má bínú.
Operated as president. Every Nigerian has right to live in any part of the country. Just of recent, Sunday Igboho was released from prison, but he issued a fresh ultimatum for Fulani community that are residing in Yoruba land to leave the region within 10 days. This time around, we, the Northern Consensus Movement of Nigeria, will do everything possible to stop that move. And if he refuses to listen if he resists to listen, then we have no option rather than to ask Yorubas that are resident in the northern Nigeria to also go back to their region. On the issue of compensation for our victims as a result of NSAS killing, Shasha Akinyele market killings, IPOP and ESN killings, we have been pursuing it for some years now. Since previous administration, a lot of promises were made, but still the federal government refused to fulfill the promise. So we are requesting Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on this issue of compensation to do something on it, as we are given 4 weeks ultimatum. If nothing is being done, then we are actually going a peaceful protest, peaceful demonstration, after which we will shut down the country on all food supplies moving from north to all southern part of the country. This thing we have sent to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu even before he was inaugurated as president. And as President Commander-in-Chief, we have also forwarded this demand and request. All security agencies, the head of security agencies of this country are aware of it. All governors of 19 northern states, all former leaders, the former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, most especially those that come from the north, are aware of it. The Northern Traditional Council are aware of it. The 19 northern state assemblies are also aware of this issue. It's not a new matter. We have been pursuing this issue since during the NSAS, the Shasha Akinyele market killings, and that of the ESN and Nnamdi Kanu's killings. The National Assembly, I repeat, is fully aware of it under Senator Ahmed Lawan. That was mentioned specifically, and a bill was passed in that respect. So we are saying and demanding that the President and Commander-in-Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu first pay this compensation, and also we are asking the Afenifere, the Yoruba Social Cultural Organization, to call Sunday Igboho to order on this continuous harassment and intimidation of our people that he is doing. I repeat, what we are shying away from this thing not because of fear. We are not cowards. We are doing so because we respect constituted authority and we respect our elders. We are cultured and we respect the culture. So call him to order so that he does not carry out his threat. If he's allowed to do that, I repeat, we will have no option than to do the same. And we are saying that we have the capacity to do the same thing.
Capacity, that is the reason why we say the union is not working. So, let's look at noticed the background in ẹ ká padà gbọ́ ntí brother wa tí àwọn Fúlàní ní ilé ní ọjà ọjà ọ̀dàn lélẹ̀ ẹja gbọ́n kan tí wọ́n sọ mo kí olóyè Ìgbòho mo kí gbogbo àwọn tí ẹbí àkàtẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ play eléyìí náà mò ń bọ̀.
àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ayé wa ẹ̀dàpamọ́núrò yẹ kó mọ̀ pẹ́ dá. torí ẹni tó bá kọ̀ tí ò dúpẹ́ orí ẹgbẹ̀fà. irú wọn ti bẹ́gi dínà orí ẹgbẹ̀je níjọ. ìdí àti abárè tí àwọn Yorùbá UK Central fi parapọ̀ sàfẹ́rò nínú ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ wọn. tí wọ́n sì ya ọjọ́ kan àrà ọ̀tọ̀ sílẹ̀ fún ìdúpẹ́. lórí ibi àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ibi abadé àti ibi tá ń lọ láìpẹ́. àkọ́kọ́ rú ẹ̀ tí àwọn ìkàn lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá lágbàáyé yóò mọ parapọ̀.
àwọn tó bá ti ń pè ẹja fún wọn láyè kọ́kọ́ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ èmi ti sọ ohun bá ti máa sọ àmì sọ̀rọ̀ tán ẹja lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ bírọ́dà mi mo fẹ́ kọ́ dárúkọ wọn ẹ má dárúkọ yẹn máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ torí àwọn òbí kan wà tẹ́yìn tí ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó wà sensitive àgbàdùn yẹn máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ.
ẹ ṣe jà rẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun ṣàlàyé pé gẹ́gẹ́ bí prógámù tẹ́ ń ṣe lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run kẹwàá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá bẹ̀tẹ̀ àwa la mọ nǹkan tá a ní.
nígbà táwọn èèyàn
bí gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe pọ̀ tó kò sí ibi tá a ti lè gbin nǹkan ọ̀gbìn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ni o àgbàdo ni o iṣu ni o gbogbo everything ẹ̀yìn kòkó obì kò síbi tí èèyàn ti lè àti ọ̀pẹ kò síbi tá a ti lè gbin nǹkan ọ̀gbìn ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá bó ṣe tóbi tó yìí kò sí láì lo fertilizer rárá táà tẹ̀lé lò rárá tó jẹ́ pé àìmọye ibi tí gúre ti ń lalẹ̀ kù tó jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yìn ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ tó ti ń lalẹ̀ kù àìmọye tó tá a bá dá dúró ìyá oúnjẹ ò tiẹ̀ lè jẹ kò lè pé ọdún mẹ́ta rárá.
ẹyẹ kọ́ di oúnjẹ wọn mú gan sẹ̀ lọ́hùn ẹjẹ ń kọ́ gẹ̀dẹ̀ tí ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ lè mú bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ méjì lòdò ló ń gbádùn ìjà rẹ my brother.
ọjà àwọn ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ yẹn àgbàdo di iṣu àwọn èèyàn kì í pẹ́ rárá.
màá fi oúnjẹ dẹrù bá.
tó tá a bá dá dúró ìyẹn gbọ́ ló máa pè wá jù.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
òun ló máa pè wá jù yìí tó kún sọ yẹn pé táwọn bá stọọpù oúnjẹ mélòó ni wọn mélòó lára wọn oúnjẹ wọn ò lè dájẹ.
bọ́ǹbàstà ni wọn.
tí èèyàn bá di abájú tẹ bá wo tírélà tó ń ru màálù wà látọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run tẹ bá dé myshop náà kọ́ tẹ bá wo bó ṣe ń lòdò oúnjẹ wọn bẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá náà ni wọ́n ń ta gbogbo ẹ̀ so kò sí ṣarakara kan tó lè ṣe kò sí kọ̀ọ̀kan tó lè sọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yìí Ọlọ́run kẹwàá àtọ̀sí pé ká pawọ́ pọ̀ kọ́ náà bá a ṣe kílẹ̀ Yorùbá dá dúró kí bàbá Tinubu gbogbo agbára tó bá ní kí wọ́n sà kí Yorùbá dá dúró.
àní kò tẹ̀ fún wọn ní food security at least food security.
security ẹ gbogbo ni number one security ẹ number one ẹ wo bó ṣe wéèsì ẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn ní wèrèdè ẹ wo bó ṣe wéèsì ẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn ọlọ́run bá adẹ́mi bàbá olóyè Sunday Igboho sí kẹ́mi ẹ gùn fún wa bàbá tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó dúró tì ẹ wo gbà tó rán àwọn èèyàn lọ síbẹ̀ gbogbo bẹ̀ ó ṣèkì pé yẹ àwọn èèyàn wá síbẹ̀ yẹn ẹ kú ètò ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú wa ká dá dúró ní solution.
àmì ọlọ́run ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you so much a máa padà sórí fídíò àwọn bírọ́dà wa ní ọjà ọ̀dàn ẹja tó lọ gbọ́n tí wọ́n ń sọ wáyé tèmi bá ń tẹ oúnjẹ lọ sísàlẹ̀ lórí mọ̀ nílé sọ̀rọ̀ tí bá ti ń jẹun ok à ń play advert lọ́nà ẹja gbọ́.
àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ayé wa ẹ̀dàpamọ́núrò yẹ kó mọ̀ pẹ́ dá. torí ẹni tó bá kọ̀ tí ò dúpẹ́ orí ẹgbẹ̀fà. irú wọn ti bẹ́gi dínà orí ẹgbẹ̀je níjọ. ìdí àti abárè tí àwọn Yorùbá UK Central fi parapọ̀ sàfẹ́rò nínú ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ wọn. tí wọ́n sì ya ọjọ́ kan àrà ọ̀tọ̀ sílẹ̀ fún ìdúpẹ́. lórí ibi àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ibi abadé àti ibi tá ń lọ láìpẹ́. àkọ́kọ́ rú ẹ̀ tí àwọn ìkàn lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá lágbàáyé yóò mọ parapọ̀ fún ǹdọ̀kan sọ wípé Olúwa ó ṣe é. tá a sì ti mọ láǹfààní láti mọ pàdé àwọn olólùfẹ́ wa gbogbo. láwọn tí wọ́n jó ní gbọ̀wọ́ fún ètò ìdúpẹ́ yìí. bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí Yorùbá UK Central Office fúnra lára wọn gan. tí wọ́n jó ní nǹkan là ń jọ sí. Koikimedia tí wọ́n jágbẹnusọ fún Dr. Sunday Igboho ṣá. pẹ̀lú magazine ti ka lára rẹ̀. Dr. Sabi talk show. Sanfatis FM. gbogbo àpapọ̀ Yorùbá World Congress àti Yorùbá World Leader lágbàáyé. ọjọ́ pẹ́ lọ́jọ́ àbámẹ́ta lẹ́yìn tó jọjọ́ kejì oṣù kejìlá ọdún tí a wà yìí ní Abadasha Action College Pips Road side Pips Road London SE14 5SF UK 135 Pips Road London SE14 5SF ni ó ti máa wáyé bẹ̀rẹ̀ látago mẹ́ta ọ̀sán títí di agogo mẹ́wàá àṣálẹ́ UK time. Ọ̀fẹ́ àti ìrọ̀rùn ní ètò jíjẹ mímu ọjọ́ náà mọ bọ́ sí fún wa. Tó sì ní gba kọ́bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹnikẹ́ni fún owó ìwọlé. Tó jẹ́ sí wípé gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ wá sí bí ètò ìgbà yìí lọ́jọ́ náà ó gbọ́dọ̀ gba tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì wọlé rẹ̀ lórí Eventbrite. Lọ́kàn tẹ́ bá ti tẹ First Yoruba Community in UK Meet and Greet Thanksgiving. Lẹ́wọ̀n aláǹfààní àti forúkọ yín àti àwọn tó bá fẹ́ tẹ̀lé wá síbi ayẹyẹ ìkalẹ̀ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. Ẹ má gbàgbé wípé ètò tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì wa yìí dá lórí first come first serve. Fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé síwájú sí i tàbí kẹ́yìn gan bá nírànwọ́ tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe fún wa kí ètò yìí lè wáyé kó dùn kí gbọ́ngbọ́n kan sí i. Bóyá yìí náà sì fẹ́ sọ kéèsì bísínẹ́sì tètò náà bá ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Ẹ lè fàtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ sọ wá sí wa látòrí ímeèlì wa ecco@yukgb.org àbí kẹ́ pè wá lórí 073-671-52852. Bákan náà ní ẹ lè pè 073-940-56266 àbí kẹ́ pè 077-609-86460. Ọjọ́ ìdúpẹ́ ọjọ́ ayọ̀ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lágbàáyé. Yorùbá World Media ló kéde lórúkọ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lágbàáyé.
Àwọn alájẹ kan já sí olóòlù ojújú àgbẹ̀wá.
Yeah, Moki easy dollar. Let's take you back again to okay. Kini immaculate sense in me. Let's open that. I can't talk now, I'm eating, so let's play something first. Let's go back on this. Dodo idun. Bọ̀kún ṣe Nàìjíríà ọ̀tún kó wa. Orí ẹni sàn. Lọ́mọ ìkí àjẹwà pọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà lóṣù. Agbóhùn sókè. This one, okay, Ọláyọmí Koikimedia fi send this around me. 2021. This was how we woke up. So many messages. Muki Ìjàyà. Okay, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ Ìjàyà yìí while I'm okay, jẹ́ ká gbọ́ fídíò man tí
ẹ̀rọ wáyé lóde o Chinese ti ń lo bọ́ọ̀sì tí ò lè ń dráìvà o kò sí dráìvà kò sí anybody bọ́ọ̀sì ló mọ ibi tó ń lọ fúnra ẹ̀ o ẹ̀rọ ayé gbangba ta o Nàìjíríà ń bọ́ láwa o Nàìjíríà ọ̀nà ọ̀pá-ṣìjì o God kill God bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹni pọ́lọ́run ò fẹ́ ká ṣe kankan àbọ̀lọ́run ló dáràn lọ́rùn lẹ́yìn tó wá nǹkan tán ó tẹ bíréèkì fúnra ẹ̀ ẹ̀wẹ̀ wòran ẹ̀wẹ̀ wáyé lóde o. Wáyé lóde o.
Bàbá yẹn tún ṣojú ààrẹ.
No driver.
No driver.
Nobody. The vehicle driving itself.
Japan.
You can see what the AI, the artificial intelligence, can do. The bus is driving by itself, obeying the traffic lights, taking us to our destination without a driver.
TikTok.
This is what we need to copy, and we need to understand that truly God is not our problem. The black to change their orientation and thinking. Things are going out of hand. God kill, God bend, God bring. As if God has not given us enough. God has given us enough. We should wake up to go and do. Wake up to do something. Wake up and face reality. Stop deceiving yourself by telling lies against God Almighty. God is awesome. Wow. What a mighty.
Listening to that, now I've had a lunch. Okay, it seems that this is not charging. So enter Walori grammar, we'll go into Walori Koikimedia to do it might have to come off because iPad here will refuse to charge while I'm still using it. I don't know why. Will refuse to charge, so there's nothing I can do. So I'm only Koikimedia, but we're still live on all the other platforms. So more advice gbogbo ati awa lori Okoreya Folayan, Mr. Dekunle, Mr. Zays. So I'm going to shut this one. You can join us on the other platform as well. Thank you so much. So I'll focus lori, I'll my charge low because it's not charging while I'm using it. So and we had a great number of people watching. At least there were about almost 500 people. So Moki gbogbo ale can see. How are you? Now, we are back into the second segment. Ashiwalori Onje. The North are threatening us with the food coming into the Southwest. They've told us that they will shut down the whole of Southwest. What is your take on that? What is your take? Mumbo Lodo and Mr. Dennis, Lori TikTok. We have another caller. Let's take that call. Moki. Jakagba caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, sir.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò à ń gbọ́ yín sà.
Hello.
À ń gbọ́ yín, ẹ gbóhùn sókè. Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ, à ń gbọ́ yín.
Hello.
Oh my God. I don't know why there's people can't hear us when they're calling in. Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ, àwa ń gbọ́ yín.
Okay. Káàsán sá ọ bàbá mi kó èké.
Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ káàsán kò sẹ́ni gbọ́ wa tábà kí inú ẹ̀
sí ìjẹ́ mi sí ìpinnu agbára náà ọlọ́dọ̀ mi kan lójú mi yọmọ bá wa dáàbò rẹ̀ bù mí. ṣé àti ẹ̀dùtọ́tọ́ náà ọ̀nà tí àwọn ará bíbá yìí gbogbo jẹ́ plan náà fún àwa Yorùbá láti jẹ́ náà nìyẹn ọ̀nà tí wọ́n ń sálẹ̀ fún wa náà nìyẹn ẹni tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ ọkọ Yorùbá gidi tó ọ̀dà sáàdì Yorùbá dáadáa á fi hàn pé ọ̀nà rẹ̀ lásán iná ìyẹn sábà wa Yorùbá because àfẹni tí ọba ṣe ẹni tó gbé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá láti kékeré wá títí tó fi dàgbà òun náà ni òun mọ jẹ́ ìpele Yorùbá dáadáa ní ìlú náà tí àwa Yorùbá àti ń ṣe ẹni tí ẹ̀yà kan ní alẹ̀ mọ́. tó bá jẹ́ kí tó jẹ yẹn ni ọlọ́ọ̀bá gbọ́ ọdún kan ọdún méjì àwọn ètò ìgbọ̀n kí ẹ̀sẹ̀ lọ́sẹ̀ ẹ̀sìn ìjẹ wa náà ibi tí wọ́n máa ń jẹ wa náà jẹ àtọ́làtọ̀ láti ṣe lọ wà láti fi lẹ́nìkan onílé àwa Yorùbá ọlọ́ọ̀bá gbọ́ ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn o èmi náà lẹ́nìkan ò ní lè wà kí wọ́n máa tẹ́tẹ́ ẹ̀sọ́ọ̀tì ẹ̀ inú ẹ̀gbọ́n ni ìjọba títí wa kí láǹfààní wọn wọ́n kàn fara ní wa ni àwọn Haúsá Fúlàní yẹn ọlọ́ọ̀bá gbọ́ ìnira yẹn jẹ́ fún nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọn àti ẹ̀jẹ̀ káwọn Yorùbá káàkiri ẹ̀rọ náà lọ ọlọ́ọ̀bá gbọ́ wọ́n àjẹ́ ká rọ́nà lọ ìlera Haúsá àti Fúlàní jẹ́ fún nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kò tó wá sí ẹ̀jú wọn nítorí wọn fún ètò ìṣẹ́ ẹ̀jú wọn ni wọ́n ṣe àwọn olórí tí a ní àwọn ní ẹ̀fà gbígbẹ àwọn tá à ń pè ní ìlú wa ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn ní ẹ̀fà gbígbẹ ẹgbẹ́ yẹn ọlọ́ọ̀bá gbẹ̀bí tó ẹ̀sẹ̀ bá ṣe àwọn olórí wa Haúsá Fúlàní ìlú èmi ní àyà láti náà àwọn Haúsá Fúlàní ìlú èmi ní àyà tí wọ́n wá máa sọ wípé àwọn ọ̀nà tó jẹ́ wá fún wa náà kí ni wọ́n ní kí ní ilẹ̀ gbígbẹ yẹn náà ilẹ̀ gbígbẹ́ tó ń gbé tí ọba tí ìwọ̀n fúláìsà tí ọba tí ìwọ̀n ajílẹ̀ wọ́n ìtọ́ ní ìlú ilẹ̀ wọn. Ìbá ẹ̀yìn bàbá mi bíìkì ọ̀nà àbáyọ fún àwọn Yorùbá ní wípé ká pé èyí wà Nàìjíríà yẹn ọlọ́ọ̀bá gbọ́ bìkọ́ inú ìtẹ́lẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ẹ̀jọ̀ àfọ́ níbi tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn àwọn olórí burúkú ọmọ Yorùbá tí wọ́n parẹ́ tẹ̀lẹ̀tẹ̀lẹ̀ ní ìlú ìbílẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn ọmọ Yorùbá tọ́wọ́ nílé ìbò títí tó tẹ̀tẹ̀ sí wà Nàìjíríà wà lẹ́yìn ọ̀parẹ́ tọmọtọmọ ni ọdún ọba gbọ́. torí pé bá ní tìrẹ mo ti kóra mi náà mo ti tó àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá gidi náà tọmọtọmọ ní ọ̀parẹ́ lágbára náà ọmọ Yorùbá tó wà lóde òde títí tó sọ wípé Nàìjíríà sì kò dáa ọwọ́ parẹ́ tọmọtọmọ ni ní agbára náà àwọn ẹ̀fọ́ wà lọ́gbé ìyànà ní tuntun wa tó ní kálukọ̀ náà lọ nílò rẹ̀ oníkálukọ̀ náà lọ lọ rẹ̀ àbá awúta Fúlàní ṣe náà àbá Ìgbò ṣe náà àwa Yorùbá àwọn tẹ wa lọ́rùn ká dá wà nínú ilẹ̀ wa. ọ̀jọ̀ bí ìṣèjọ́ àbámi tó kù.
ẹ ṣé gan ni. So now I am now on the second phase. Mo ti lọ sọ fún wọn pé I am a proud nationalist. A kì í ṣe Igbo, a ṣe Yoruba. I am a proud nationalist. Thank you so much once again to Omoluabi Apparel. Tony Mr. Koiki, láti America, la máa ti send ilé wá sí. So ẹni tó bá ní interest, you can go on www.omoluabi Apparel and you can get this kind of outfit. It's good because irú winter báyìí nísìn, I mean, a lè máa tan heater 24/7 in the house. It's quite expensive. So you want to also make sure that as long as there's no draft coming into the house, double glazing, and when you wear something like this, it keeps you warm. So Atiwa, in the second part of the program, we are still live. As in Dúró say, Nigeria is not working, but mo fẹ́ ká dúró lórí, and we are charging all our, whatever we are using. So we are still good with all the platforms. Thank you so much. I'm going to speak more English now so that we can balance it because I've already spoken Yoruba too much. So please, there must be speaking Yoruba again because I want to carry other people along now. So this is the second segment. I don't have to end the program, but if you say that we should end it and start again, I think maybe we might have to do that. I think we should do that because it's 3 hours on the dot. So we're going to stop this now. I'm going to come back in just about a few minutes so that it will become a new program. I think we should do that. So let's stop this and then I'll come back in just about a few minutes. I think we should do that. Do we all agree on that? We should end this so that Kodewa to stretch so that we can do just 3 hours. We've done 3 hours, I can tell you, because the YouTube is telling me I've done 3 hours. So let us end it and then let me come back and then we can start fresh again. Emiti Jeon, look, I am full up now. I have the energy to run another 3 hours. So we're going to do that now. Let's end the old program and I'll just start it straight away with our broadcast. I will leave the Twitter space. That one will not be disturbed. But all other platforms, I'm going to shut it down and then I'm going to come back on in just about a few minutes. Thank you so much for those of you that have stayed with us. We'll be back in just about a few minutes.